All right, we're live, guys. It's Monday Night Metals. We got Dub C in the house with his what is that? A Wang bar? What do you call it?
Yeah, I'm playing with my Wang.
He's playing with his Wang. Emperor Wang was actually in your strip. He was
It
talking
was. It was
about
good to
the
see you for a Wang. I like that.
in your stream rather. He was talking. What was he talking about? The nuts to beaver ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got Vegas Stacker on the
Good
upper
evening.
right.
What is cracking?
What's up, man? What's going on, guys? How's everybody?
Littlefoot was first. He's got a couple questions we'll get to. 1.000AIR Radio, good to see you as always. Greg Olson came over from Dub C. Good to see you follow dubbing over. Tony Begg says, me too. Good to see you guys following Dub over here. FG Stacker is in the house, probably watching football or pouring some metals while he listens in. Sky Island, Kalilo. Who else? Did I miss anybody? I think
Tony
I got everybody.
Tony Beggs in the house.
Tony Begg, B Taylor. What up, B?
Pete Taylor, hey, what's up?
Nice to see
Thousand
everybody.
Air, did you mention Thousand Air? He's in there too.
I did mention 1.000AIR. I do believe.
Thousand
Good
Air, I
crowd in
really
here.
like your channel. I really like your videos. You've got such an interesting kind of cadence when you do stuff. It's just great to see other YouTubers who have different styles of stuff. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, we really get into Thousand Air. He's a pretty cool guy. He's been on a couple times. Have you heard him on here? Or
I think he was on recently, wasn't he?
yeah, like last week
Yeah. I think I watched part of it.
and the week before. Yeah.
Yeah. He was asking for a link tonight, so maybe a little later. I know Dub C usually dips out about 9:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Pacific Standard or
I'll be around
Eastern.
for a bit. I'll be around until you guys get bored of me, and then we could definitely have 1.000AIR Radio on. I've got to watch Murder, She Wrote, so I've got to get to bed pretty early tonight.
Murder, She Wrote. Is that still a thing? For you
Littlefoot
older guys, maybe.
for all of us older guys, yeah. Littlefoot
Murder, She
asks,
Wrote.
are all pre-33 gold coins 90%, also known as 21.6 carat? If I could step in just for this question, all pre-33 gold coins are 90%, but that is not 21.67% pure. That's 22 karat gold.
Absolutely.
So 90% is 90%, 91.67 is 22 karat gold. So yes, I guess maybe there are two ways of looking at it, but 90% is what most people would know it as. So all pre-33 gold is 90% pure, 10% copper.
There you go. The professor would always good to be able to ask the professor. Bullion Baby says, "Do not know Murder, She Wrote." That's because you're a baby, Bullion.
Kalilo got a new gold sovereign, awfully nice, a 1964. So that would be the young head of Elizabeth. I think I have a 64 also. I'll have to kind of dig through it and see. One of my later sovereigns. I'm a big fan of the gold sovereign. If you're not familiar with them, they're about the size of a nickel, and they are really very close to the equivalent of a $5 gold piece, an American $5 gold piece.
Now, are those? Is that the ones that are 0.18 or is it 0.24?
I think they're 0.24 something. The
Yeah,
0.18
fractional.
those are the Latin Monetary Union pieces, and England never joined the LMU. They were kind of enemies. So Britain's sovereign is a little bit larger than the Latin Monetary Union pieces.
Yeah, and if anybody would know, actually, Emperor Wang would know. He's got quite a few of those, I think.
There you go.
I'm looking.
So
back.
Kalilo, I'm guessing Kalilo got that piece on PMs for sale.
No,
oh, it is. Oh, 0.18 are the francs. Okay, yes.
Awesome. I don't think Kalilo buys anywhere else but PMs for sale.
Yeah, I don't know. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas in the house. What did he say here? He says, where is it? Went away already. Dub C
and Blue Collar Vegas, howdy.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's up? I thought maybe you had a question in there and it kept going up on the chat. I was chasing it.
It's nice that we've got enough people in the chat to make that kind of scroll quickly, isn't it?
It is. It is. We got 19 folks in here right now, which is great.
Outstanding.
So what I know you just did a video and I hope everybody watched it. I was able to watch about 75% of it. on
Okay.
that bar, which is now you said you had that case made custom for it?
I had this case made custom by a woodworker in Massachusetts. I'm in the Midwest. And he and I kind of spoke about what the bar was. I made him a really good, almost kind of a model. I gave him all the dimensions of it. And I said I was looking for something that was kind of Asian inspired. He does boxes that are kind of like this. It's hard to see, obviously, when you've got the camera here, but you can see the joinery of it. And this piece here has got really beautiful, kind of a curved side to it. You can see it better there.
Yep.
And it's got brass pins that hold it together. So it's just a really neat custom made piece, and it fits this bar perfectly. And it's because when I bought this bar, it literally came in a plastic bag, and I was like, this bar needs something. It deserves something.
Yeah, it,
So
it
I
kind of
have,
reminds me of like a like a junk, you know what I mean? Like
I mean,
not
sure, there are
like a
probably
boat,
elements to
you
that.
know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if that is kind of some kind of a form that is particularly appealing to these people in this culture. So I had this custom made. It took about 2 months to get it back, I think, and it's Wingay wood, which is kind of fun since we've got Matt Wingay in the crowd. And then it's also maple, and it's just kind of a neat thing to have it. This is one of the few pieces of bullion that I actually have in my home all the time. It's not really, I wouldn't say it's on display because it's inside this box, but the box is definitely on display. So when Tully Tully had that piece in their live stream last night, I thought, I'm going to take some images. I actually promised her that I would take pictures of this bar and post it for her. And I was like, you know what? I'm writing a description of what this is. I might as well just go ahead and shoot a video. And
Mhm.
that's why tonight's video came about.
Got it. Now you brought up something and you refer to her as Tully Tully. I've always referred to her as Tooly Tooly. Now, who is are you correct?
No, probably not.
Oh, okay.
Probably not. I don't know that
I
people
thought you
really
knew
confuse.
something we didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, you can call me Doobsy if you want to, but I think she responds to anything. So Tooly Tooly, Tully Tully, she seems to be pretty cool with it. But she just happened to have a 10 lang bar like this one,
Yeah.
and it was the farthest thing that I would have expected her to buy. I don't know that much of her stacking profile, but the pieces that she buys actually do seem to have a little bit of interest. They're a little bit unusual. I am crazy unusual when it comes to precious metals because I've been doing this for so long that a silver eagle or a modern piece of bullion, a koala or a year of the snake, it is such a snooze fest for me. I just can't. So I
Mhm.
go after the really interesting things, and it was kind of neat to see her buying something like that too. I should mention that if this is something that you guys are interested in buying, these Lang bars or Sicey bars, they're also called sometimes. Those are a little bit more round, and they come in different forms and shapes. There are probably 20 counterfeits to every real bar that are
Oh,
out there.
really?
So be
Yeah.
really careful. Everything from Asia is counterfeited to the nth degree.
Now
So buy from somebody who
I
knows.
noticed the it has like the bottom side of it. If you look at the
Yeah.
it look a little bit more maybe I was, seeing it maybe yeah, it looks smoother. I thought it looked like a little bit more modeled, like a little bit more textured.
This is actually quite smooth. The older
Yeah.
bar, the larger bar is very, very crude, so it's got lots of air bubbles and stuff. This one is probably a little bit later, although both of them came from Heritage, and I wanna say that this one, was supposed to be, by Heritage's estimate, a little bit newer. This is 1880s or 1890s, I think, something like that.
Yeah. And you said it was from, modern day Vietnam area?
Yeah, modern day Vietnam, that's close enough. I mean, I don't think they know exactly where it comes from. I suspect you could probably investigate those punch marks or chop marks that are on the bar and find out where and when it was made. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of interest in doing that, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of sources that you can use to reference them. I think they're kind of understood to be what they are.
Mhm. Thousandaire said he had a bar like that, but it was, in a house fire and it warped.
Well, that sucks if it really did, because these bars are already kind of warped. Man,
Right?
I talk about attrition all the time on my channel, and people sometimes are like, "Why do you keep on talking about things getting lost? Are you talking about people losing in them on a fishing trip?" Which is, the common thing that we all talk
Yeah.
about.
Boating
Yeah.
accident.
We talk
Yeah.
about losing silver so you don't have to report the sales in taxes and that kind of thing. But I've been around this stuff long enough to know, and I've seen lots of fires. I've seen people getting their stuff completely destroyed. It's sad. When you see a fantastic coin in a slab that is just completely melted, attrition happens all the time. I mean, every single day we lose examples of these beautiful
Mhm.
coins, and that's
Yeah.
just the truth.
Well, you mentioned well, you didn't really mention it outright, but um, capital gains tax, right?
Yeah.
So we make a gain, a quote unquote gain on metals, right?
Mhm.
Are we really making a gain on the metal, or is it just the currency's devalued and they're taxing us on the devaluation of their own currency?
I see where you're going with that. And if you're new to my channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to offer you any kind of financial advice. I'm simply trying to share some of my experience having bought and sold precious metals and rare coins for the last 30 or 40 years.
No, but
The truth,
seriously, if you think about it, it's like a house, right? You buy a
well, I
house
mean,
for 300 grand and it goes to 600 grand. And the only reason it went to 600 is because the currency's worth half of what it was when you bought it.
you're not wrong. And people have used the argument of the fact that American Silver Eagle has $1 face value.
Yeah.
So, why can't I pay off bills or accept payment at $1 a piece for those, and then not have to pay taxes commensurate with the value of the silver or gold or palladium or platinum contained within? And the government has issued several different decrees that say that is nonsense. That's not the way this works, and that's not the way this works.
Sort of
Yeah.
like
No, it's
because I say so.
understandable. Go ahead, Vegas. I'm sorry.
It's sort of like the government just says because I say so, and then
I
Yeah.
mean, that's the case. That's the truth. That's really what happens a lot of the time. So, yeah, I hear what you're saying. In the course of precious metals, the value of the dollar is definitely decreasing. It certainly has in the last 12 to 24 months at a pace that we're not really accustomed to seeing. And you could argue that that's where your money comes from. So the answer to that is just don't sell your stuff, and you won't be facing those capital gains taxes, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
for your
Now, I
kids,
wonder,
they'll have that problem.
how do they feel about trading, though? Is trading really selling?
I don't think trading is considered to be a taxable event in certain situations. But again, this is a tricky situation. I'm fortunate that I've got a fantastic accountant that costs me so much money, but I've got my finger in so many pies that I have to have an accountant that does my taxes every year. And believe me, my taxes look like a phone book. I mean, they really
Hmm,
do. By the time it gets done, it's an inch and a half, 2 inches thick.
It's a phone
interesting.
book.
Yeah, that is
What's
a
a phone
phone.
book? I know everybody says, what's a phone book?
Oh man.
Well, we saw all the coins you had on display at the Vegas coin show, so I mean it's
Yeah,
understandable that you need an
it's
accountant.
it's funny that people don't know that I'm just a short Mexican guy. Kansas Kid, good to see you. Thank you everybody who's joined me for Monday Night Metals. I know that this is not my regular time slot, and I want to thank Vegas and Blue Collar for allowing me to be here and to bother them yet again.
You
Oh,
know you're always
absolutely.
welcome.
We love
We're
when you
never
bother
bothered.
us.
I just saw a question. How do you do? Wait, chat is I can't keep up. How do you do tax sound money? How do you tax sound money? Yeah, that's true. According to
Uh,
the Constitution, both gold and silver are money. Well,
that's true to an
because they're the
extent.
government and they can.
Texans are quoting the Beatles there. We've got when you look at the Constitution, the reason that I don't call 90% constitutional is because I don't agree with that. If you actually look at the clause in the Constitution, what the Constitution is saying is not that gold and silver are the only forms of metal of payment. They're not saying that's the only form of coins or money. What
Right.
they're saying is that states can't run up bills and expect the federal government to pay those bills. So states are supposed to pay their debts in gold and silver. But the same Constitution says that the United States government, the federal government, gets to decide what money is. And that means that they can say that fiat money is money and legally it has to be money. That's what the Constitution says. I get the idea of the Constitution. I get the idea of the constitutional, the people that like calling it constitutional, but that's honestly not what it means.
Hmm.
And I just lost 15 subscribers for saying that.
Yeah, you're out. Unsubbed.
And for that reason, you're out.
It's so easy to get canceled these days.
It really is. I got to be honest.
Thousandaire says Murder She Wrote called and she wants her phone book back.
right?
Yeah, I sound more and more like an old person, and the funniest thing is that when we're out in public and we see old people and we comment on them, we're like, "Oh crap, that's us."
Yeah. No, I go through that a lot because you know what I do. I on the side I drive people, right?
Yeah.
And I always describe, I'm like, yeah, I picked up this old bro the other night, and I'm going through the story, and then I'm like, wait a minute, she was younger than me.
Wait a minute, they're my
I just
age.
I described her as an old bro, and she's like 5 years younger than me.
It sneaks up on you. Tony Begg, the Constitution is not junk. Bite your tongue. I love the Constitution. I am a constitutionalist at heart. It's
Yeah.
just that when people call it constitutional, I think that there is an element within the stacking community that likes to see it that way. But if you read the Constitution, that's not what it means. It's
All
really
right.
just the federal government saying states can't charge up a bunch of stuff and not pay for it. They have to pay for stuff in gold and silver.
All right, Vegas, bring that up. Bring the Constitution up.
What
We'll put that on
what
screen, and we're gonna have to
Wait,
read through that because I don't I think you're wrong, Dub.
No.
what? You want me to bring the Constitution
No,
up?
I'm kidding.
There are a lot
I
of
got it
people
right
you
here in my
We don't want to
safe.
lose all our viewers.
I got it right here in the safe. Hold on.
He's got the actual Constitution
Oh,
there.
the actual, yeah.
It's funny you guys were talking about calling other people old. My grandmother was in her 90s, I think, at the time, and she'd always say, when she was with my parents, the lady across the street, she said, "Yeah, the old lady across the street." And it's like, well, grandma, she's 80, you're 90, you know. I don't know. I don't know your definition of old, but
It happens
Yeah.
to all of us, I think. Those of us who are Gen Xers or maybe really late baby boomers, um, I think we're a lot cooler than a lot of the earlier generations that came before us. So
Mhm.
it's I think it's a little bit easier for us to forget the fact that we're all getting old now. And you guys who are Gen Zs or millennials out there who are watching this laughing at us anyway, I get it. You'll be here one day too if you're lucky enough.
Yeah, exactly. If you're lucky, because the alternative sucks.
The alternative is definitely the alternative. If you're wondering, I have gold, silver, platinum, and palladium here in my little stack. I got it just for you guys so we could talk about all sorts of interesting things. But
Yeah, I got you full size. Let's see what you got.
got the
I've got
palladium just for us. That was
three
nice of you.
three $20 gold pieces. I've got four 1 ounce platinum maples. I've got the two silver bars that I talked about in tonight's premiere. And then I've got a handful of the 8 reales that I also had sitting there for tonight's
Oh
premiere
yeah,
since I had that material laying out anyway.
yeah. I saw you holding up that palladium 1 ounce palladium coin. That was nice.
That piece is amazing. It really
Yeah.
is. I just can't get over how beautiful this piece is.
Such
The
high definition, high relief, right? Look at that
Yeah,
back
this
there.
is a high relief. I don't think it's classified as an ultra high relief like the 2009 $20 gold piece, but it's such a cool piece. It just there's something about how cold and pale palladium is because you're kind of expecting this to look like silver, and it just has a different feel to it. There's something different about it.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's not as reflective as silver. It's not as
Yeah,
shiny,
that's
right?
definitely true. It's just
Yeah.
it's a little bit more matte, but it looks almost like it's carved in modeling clay or something. There's just something very tactile about it. It's kind of hard to explain.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't. You rarely see palladium out in the wild.
Yeah, it's my only piece, I think. I'm racking my brain trying to think if I've got another piece, and I don't think I do. The United States Mint has never made fractional palladium pieces. They made very few of these 1 ounce pieces. So there just aren't that many of them out there. There are fractional Russian palladium pieces, and I mentioned those in video number 2 from Friday night about platinum and palladium. But it's just not something you come across very often.
Yeah. Speaking of that video, when I was watching that video, as I was watching it, you're showing all this beautiful platinum, and I'm like, God damn it, I need a piece of platinum. I went on bullion exchanges. I'm like, you know, and I came this close to buying it, and then Average Jane's voice came in the back of my head, and she's like, "Stop it, stop it."
Are you sure it was her voice and not her hand?
No, she wasn't home, but
I
she's
saw I
always
saw
home.
this
She's always home in the back of my head, you know.
He
I
lives
saw
there
that
rent
same
free.
dealer that offered me that 1 ounce platinum piece, and I asked them. I actually saw them today, and I asked if they still had it. They said nope.
Ah, oh, that was the one that I said, "Grab it, I'll
Yeah,
take it from you."
it was a PCGS Proof 70. I think it was a 2010 which,
At
if I
melt,
remember
right?
correctly, is like the highest mintage. And it was just, anything other than the highest mintage, I probably would have done it.
Yeah. Yeah, but still at melt, how can you lose?
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
You know? It's a 70 at melt right there. It's like, oof. You're not even finding any raw platinum at melt.
Yeah.
No, it's such a premium. It's crazy.
It
Uh,
is.
See,
I
Texan's
found
completely right. That's what I was talking about. He's pulled up Article 1, Section 10 that prohibits states from making anything but money in silver and gold. That's
Yeah.
so states couldn't run up huge bills and expect the federal government to pay for it. So,
Yeah, but
but
is that
states
your
states
still
don't.
do.
interpretation or is that the actual word?
I mean, that's actually what it says. He actually has this quote here. It's Article 1, Section 10. You can pull it up and read it, but I mean, that's what it says. That the whole point is that the federal government gets to decide what money is, and that states don't have that privilege. They have to pay for everything in gold and silver. They can't buy
Oh, I
things
see.
on credit. They can't run up huge debt. Otherwise, the feds are going to have to pay for it, and the feds didn't want to pay for it.
Greg Olson said he got a 1 ounce Deke Pereira Engelhard Palladium bar. He bid on it thinking it was platinum. Well, it worked out in your. It's all right.
I mean, it's really close. Texans, just since we're on the topic too, Article 1, Section 8 grants Congress the power to coin money, regulate its value, and punish counterfeiting. That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah.
So the Congress, the federal government, has the power to decide what money is. They're the ones who get to coin money. And obviously, we've got cupro nickel money, we've got paper money, we've got zinc money now, and all of that is legal tender money. The federal government gets to decide what is money and what isn't money.
Right.
States don't get that right. So Article 1, Section 8 is the other half of that argument that I was making. That's not what constitutional means. It doesn't mean that gold and silver are constitutionally regulated money. That's the Constitution doesn't say that. It's beating a dead horse. I know that. It's just that that phrase has always kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and people seem to use it thinking that it means something that it doesn't. And in my interpretation of the Constitution, that's not what it means.
I got you. No, that makes sense. I'd have to really read it probably 10 times to get it, but you're probably right. I would take your word for it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Littlefoot wants to know should our money still have red ink?
Hmm. I can only think of a few examples where a money actually has red ink. I know that there are some forms of the green ink that are supposed to have more red to them. You know, it's kind of a render unto Caesar's kind of situation. If this is what the federal government calls money, then whatever it is that they make, I am going to look at as money. I am not such a purist when it comes to what currency is supposed to look like or feel like, because that's changed so dramatically. We as coin collectors know that better than anybody. I mean, when's the last time you spent a half cent? Or when was the last time you spent a $5 gold piece?
Right.
So the federal government gets to decide these things. And as long as I am participating in this society, when I go buy my groceries or pay for the power bill, I will use the American dollar, whatever that is. That doesn't at all stop me from wanting this stuff, right? I am
Right.
a huge fanatic of physical metals, and that's why I launched my channel in the first place. So always
Right.
have been. I mean, I've got pieces in my stack that literally go back 40, 45 years.
So basically, the federal government, what they make is currency. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not really money because it doesn't have any value intrinsically, but known as currency, right? It's a medium of exchange and it's a store of value. That's essentially what it is.
I mean, you could argue what is a coin, what is money, what is currency. The definitions to me all mean the same thing. It's just what you use in exchange within a certain geographic or societal area. And we use the American dollar that looks like George Washington's face on a piece of paper.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Are we boring the people that are watching this? I kind of feel like we're on a very dry topic.
Well, it's definitely one that is popular among stackers. So
It's true. And there is a very popular round, and you guys will have to tell me what it is because I can't think of who made it. That's the one that's got the ship on it from 1973, 1974. That actually has that quote on the back, the constitutional quote. And I think those really big $1,000 silver notes from Crabtree Mint, if you guys remember my video on those, I think that That's got the same verbiage. It's got the exact same article of the Constitution that refers to gold and silver. But it doesn't matter. When I see that, it just comes back to the interpretation that I said before, which is that states can't make money and the Fed gets to decide what money is.
Right, right.
States used to print money, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They did. And the feds were like, well, we're not going to have that anymore. I mean, if you go back to the federal period, a lot of states had their own coinage also. There was just such a shortage of coins that a lot of states made their own. And once we actually had a federal government and we set up a United States Mint, that's when we started making our own coinage and then eventually started doing the same thing. Kalilo, yes, we definitely will. And that's one of the other reasons why I like having the physical precious metals that I do.
Yeah. So, Doug, I mean, how do you see our dollar ending, or where do you see it going?
I don't think it looks good.
Well,
I,
no, I understand that, but like I always say, like I know Vegas says this too. Just having gold and silver is not going to save us, but it will, because a medium of exchange, a store of value, great. But if you need something, who's going to take a silver coin for it? And I know West Texas said the same thing.
This is a really good argument that I've had since, and I've said many times before that you probably would have looked at me around Y2K and called me a prepper because I saw that there were enough events on the horizon, not necessarily that you guys who are too young to remember it. We thought that there was a good chance that a lot of computers and so forth would stop working the right way when the clocks turned over to 2000, to the year 2000.
Yeah.
So right after 9/11 and before 2000 or whenever those events were, I don't remember exactly which order this was. There were a lot of events that were happening that really made me kind of decide I wanted to be prepared. That's where the term prepper comes from.
Of
So you
course.
probably would have seen that same thing. But I remember having these arguments with many people a long time ago. We're talking 25 years ago at least. And it was, when the government collapses, I'll use silver dimes to buy a loaf of bread. I don't think that's really the way it works. I hope it's not the way it works because if that's how much our society devolves, we're going to be in really bad shape. I mean, desperately bad shape, not just food stamps are being canceled, so we're going to be hungry this month. We're talking about literal starvation and hundreds of thousands of people dying.
Yeah.
But
I
in the prepper mindset, I think that that's how they think of it. To me, at this point in my life, I think of it probably as a store of wealth and whatever currency that needs to be printed, paper currency likely, probably electronic currency. And it's weird to say that because I think a lot of Americans don't understand how prevalent electronic currency is elsewhere in the world. That
Yes.
you'll be able to exchange your gold or silver for whatever currency is being used. I don't think it will be literally you spending a mercury dime to buy a loaf of bread. I could be wrong. And there's nothing wrong with having a few hundred mercury dimes if that makes you sleep better at night. I think that that's probably not a bad idea. But I think that money will be exchanged for whatever is actually, that gold and silver will be exchanged for what actually is being used. We see that happening to some extent in places like Venezuela.
Yeah, exactly. And that's on the way to the collapse. In other words, once, like the currency that you showed the other day, that's completely worthless,
Right.
there must have been a point where that became more, less and less worthy every single day, let's say, right?
Definitely, David. Yeah, when it first started out, in the video that I made about that, it was Zen and the art of, I think, or Zen and the philosophy of. I don't remember the full video, but you can go back and watch it if anybody's interested. But it was that the 2000 Bolivar note. That's what I showed in that those images
Yeah.
were worth about a nickel when they were first released in 2016, and then they went down to 2 or 3 cents a piece, and then they went down to a cent a piece, and then they went down to a fraction of a cent a piece. But it wasn't just the 2000 notes. They made a 50,000 note, they made a 100,000 note. So when it was first introduced, the 100,000 note was worth something like a buck, literally.
Yeah.
So imagine spending literally 2 or 3 million currency, whatever it is, bolivares, francs, marks, Deutschmarks,
Dollars.
dollars, or anything else, to buy lunch. It's so difficult for us to wrap our heads around. But when you're put in that situation, you learn that exchange pretty quickly, and as unnatural as it seems, and it probably is to be in that, you don't really have much of a choice and you just get on with it.
Yeah, but like I was saying, I could see that like if you get into digit or triple digit inflation,
Sure.
I could then see you be able to spend a silver dime for a loaf of bread
It may
because
happen. That may happen, right. And
yeah,
I'd rather be prepared. I'd rather have that stuff.
yeah. I mean, total collapse is a different thing. That's like a black swan event, something like that. Now that's totally different. But runaway inflation, I could see it becoming useful.
It's interesting. I think when you've got the possibility, when you have debt like I do, and we're talking about probably millions of dollars in debt, the fact that you could potentially pay that debt off with inflated money is certainly appealing to an extent. I would
Absolutely.
love to be able to pay off that kind of debt for real items with money that is essentially worthless. And there is at least an element of that baked into how I do things.
Yeah, and I made a video about that probably going on about a year and a half back now. Whereas if you really think that our currency is going to become worthless, then you should mortgage your house right now, buy gold, as much gold as you can buy, and put it away. And in 3 years, you sell 2 or 3 ounces and pay off the mortgage.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that people who have seen this potential reality, this possibility, right, have been saying that for a long time. And I don't, I am not on that bandwagon, but I certainly understand how simple that is, how it could actually be something. So I've kind of structured my own finances
Yeah.
to capitalize on that should that event actually happen.
Yeah. And if you think about it, right? Say you had a $400,000 home, you borrowed 400 grand on it. You could borrow 400 grand. A year and a half ago, that'd buy you what? 200 ounces of gold. Now that 200 ounces of gold is worth 800, you sell half the gold and you got 400,000 profit in a year
Yeah.
and a half.
There are people who do this kind of thing, and it's leverage and it's arbitrage, and it's not it's something as a physical precious metal stacker and believer, fan or whatever you want to call me. It's I could never put myself into that kind of a situation. That's way too much risk. On the other hand, it makes perfect sense. So, I could definitely see people who did that, and it wouldn't surprise me at all that there were people who did that, who
Right.
were actually able to do exactly what you just said, and now have a home paid for and have hundreds of thousands of dollars in their checking account. But the downside of that is if the prices of the metals plummeted, you'd be hosed. And that seems to be that is definitely not what's happening right now. I think we've seen a correction in the last week or two. Incidentally, I remember saying, I think the last time I was on your guys' live stream, I was kind of joshing and prodding some of the folks that I'd seen that talked about $60 silver being the new floor. And I just chuckled about that because nobody knows. We simply have no idea what the next floor of the price of silver is going to be. You have to go with your gut and you have to go with a hunch. But I've done this long enough to know that I'm not going to make those kinds of predictions because I'll always be wrong.
And this is not financial advice.
This is definitely not financial advice.
I always
uh,
find those disclaimers pretty funny though, because anybody that comes here for financial advice needs more than financial advice.
I mean, there are so many people out there who simply don't understand money and are trying as hard as they can, and I try to respect that. I have been involved in different levels of finance for many decades, and I've got licenses and I've studied these things, and I know them relatively well. But even at that level, I would feel uncomfortable telling other people what to do with their money. It's just not something I feel comfortable doing. But I do understand that thirst for knowledge, that thirst for understanding. And you don't get that from Dub C. You don't get it from Vegas, and you don't get it from Blue Collar. You get that from literally trying to look into these things, listening to the experts who know what they're talking about, and really trying to learn this stuff. And sometimes it is really tough, but sometimes it's really rewarding too. And it's what has led me to these kinds of things that you see here before you. So I think there is a reward for doing that. Just don't look for those shortcuts, because anybody that tries to offer you a shortcut is probably going to mislead you.
Uh,
That's what is weird because we've messed around with whatnot here and there, and people will spend so much money on there without knowing a thing. But in today's society, in this world now, you have a computer in your pocket, your phone. You can look anything up and you can do your research in so many different ways. Um, YouTubers are not a good way to get they're a good way to get some I
It's an
knowledge.
guess
opinion.
not yeah,
Yeah.
opinions. That's exactly it. It's a way to get some opinions, but you have to follow it up and do your own research before you just go following somebody that's pushing a bullion exchange that's going to get put in a lawsuit.
Yeah, I remember when I was a young man listening to experts, and especially experts who were non-fiduciary, people who are trying to make a buck off of you. And anytime you've got somebody who has a way to make a dollar off of you, you have to really sit back and wonder if they're telling you the right thing, which is one of the reasons why on my channel I don't do the paid memberships, and I don't do the sponsorships. And I've been approached a couple of times now, actually more than a couple of times with paid sponsorships. And I'm just it makes me uncomfortable to be in this situation, potentially receiving money from it other than the ad revenue that we all get or that we all hope to get.
Right.
Hundreds
Um,
of
but it's not. I wouldn't take money for this kind of thing, and I certainly wouldn't sell myself for this kind of stuff. It's not worth it to me.
Well, I brought it up to Blue Collar. I said we might start doing memberships, and the members can get backstage pass, but pre-show, all of our pre-show and post-show talks.
I
Yeah.
think there's that would probably make some pretty good money. If you guys don't know, we were being absolutely vulgar before we went live tonight.
It was actually pretty cool. That all the best stuff happens before and after the show. Got to be honest.
Does what I
Texans,
mean.
you are too kind. Thank you very much for saying that.
It does. Like we've had some more. Like our conversations are good during the stream, but like before and after, it's like we don't hold back as much, and some things are said, and it's because it's behind the scenes.
I think it's
Nothing
a lot of
negative.
it's
It's just a matter of opinions. That's all.
I think it's because we are all kind of in the same camaraderie. We're in the same sphere. We know what it takes to do a live stream. We know what it takes to put out a video, and we know what it takes when somebody likes one of your videos and actually subscribes to your channel. That's actually kind of a big deal. And I think I passed that threshold this weekend, and it's still I'm kind of pinching myself about it. I can't believe that I've attained this level, which for a lot of YouTubers would be nothing. They probably gain that many subscribers in a week. But I
Yeah.
think we do have a shorthand language. I think the people that do what we do here, and the Texans and several other people that are watching right now can attest to it, that we all have kind of the same opinions about certain things that we see, and we know kind of the the nitty gritty of putting out videos and producing stuff for YouTube. It's fun. It's got to be exciting. It's got to be interesting. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do it. But it's also it can be tricky, and it's difficult sometimes.
Yeah. So got a
Speaking of
So
question
tricky,
for you, Vegas.
hitting the thumbs up is not tricky. So if you guys don't mind, hit the thumbs up button for us. We don't ever ask you guys to, but we might start asking you now, guys
Yeah,
now.
that's definitely it's free to do and it helps us.
there you go.
Littlefoot, I do have. I have the 10-ounce Una. I have two of the 10-ounce Una and the Lion bars. I don't think I have any of the 1 ounce left, except one that I may have kept for myself.
Yeah.
Those were selling for a pretty substantial over spot on whatnot one night. So I think I sold most of those.
What is Vegas, what is the one that I have? Do I have the vertical one or I have the one like you have?
You have the vertical one, which I
Oh,
think
okay.
I don't know if that's older or newer. I can't remember.
I couldn't tell you.
Me
Actually,
neither.
one of the guys from UK was saying I think it was 2019 or something. Not sure.
Maybe they know more about
Oh, they would
those
definitely know.
pieces.
Yeah. They would definitely know more than us, yeah.
And that when we were talking about prepping, that made me think of the UK guys because Selfor Hordian was out here for a little while, and he um, I actually got to sit down with him. We had a little chin wagon outside of a coin show, outside of a coin shop, and he said prepping is becoming more of a thing in the UK now too. I never realized until we started doing the UK shows, and I did one with Stat Collector, and he was asking me about prepping because I never really thought about it, but prepping is more of like an American thing, I believe. According to like, it's not a UK thing, but it's becoming more and more of a UK thing now, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
he was
interesting.
asking me about like the 90% silver and if that's for prepping and stuff. And I explained to him if it comes down to SHTF, it's not that type of stuff that's gonna save you.
Yep. So, Dub, speaking of 90%, how do you feel about 90% right now?
I love 90%.
I mean, you're not afraid of it. You're not afraid to keep stacking it, right? Or is it
So
something that
that's
you?
that's one of the things, and you guys probably have figured this out if you don't know it already, is that I really don't buy that much stuff. I certainly don't buy very much 90%. And the reason that I said before that um, eh, average things that most people stack bores me to tears, but I went deep on 90% when I really first started getting back into precious metals because silver was $4 or $5 an ounce and dealers had 90% they literally could not give away. So
Mm,
I every week, several times a week, I was spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on 90%, and I still have all of it.
yeah.
So I haven't bought 90%, what we would consider to be 90% in a very long time. I pick up the occasional silver dollar, but I haven't bought a roll of dimes or quarters or something like that in literally probably 15 or 20 years.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah. I
But I
mean,
like it. I like it. I think it's perfectly fine. I think, I put out that video about a year ago called Junk Silver is Not Stupid, where I laid out my diatribe on the 12 different reasons why I think that 90% silver is actually a really nice thing to have. So, and I still feel that. I still feel that 100%. I don't, we've heard all these rumors about refineries not buying 90%. And if that's really the case, that will change very quickly, I feel.
yeah,
So I don't have
definitely,
a problem.
definitely temporary.
I wanted to give a shout out for Emperor Wang. And I don't know if you guys saw them. He's in the house. We've got some fantastic people in the house with us tonight, and I appreciate everybody who stopped by to see Vegas, Blue Collar, and me because this is a lot of fun and it's really, really cool when we've got people who seriously participate in this community who are joining us. This just makes it a great big party.
Oh yeah, no doubt. We definitely have the best audience going. I don't know why you guys put up with us, but we're thankful that you do.
We say that quite often. We're like, I can't like after the stream and everything. We look at the numbers every now and then, and it still amazes us that you guys tune in to listen to us, and we greatly appreciate it for sure. That's
It's a lot of fun. Live streams they're an entirely different animal. It's difficult to write a nice cohesive video, and I find it harder and harder to do that sometimes. But a live stream is a blast. It's a really nice way to enjoy this and not feel like you're having to seriously bust your butt to make something to contribute. So I think it's a lot of fun. Emperor Wang is just here for the chicks.
Yeah,
You missed the men.
I don't. There
Leilani's here
wasn't.
making
Oh,
dinner
Lalani's here. Okay, good. I was just gonna say I don't remember seeing any chicks in the audience, but we've got one now.
with the little
And
little
I don't
flower
mean
next
that in
to her name.
any offensive way, Lalani. Hopefully, you don't take
For
it that way.
real.
I
Making
think
dinner.
of I think us as the island of misfit toys.
Yeah,
Littlefoot
yeah,
says.
yeah.
There,
No doubt.
there are certainly seems to be kind of factions within the stacking community. There are a lot of people who would never ever watch my channel, and I get that. So it's kind of neat to see kind of a cross selection of people who like things that maybe I don't like so much. And I think a lot of us can come together over the same ideas that we love silver and gold and we love, precious metals and coins. It's a lot of fun.
Hmm. Yeah. So, God, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Blue
Oh, am
Collar.
I echoing?
A little bit.
Wait, hold on. Let me kill my echo. Hold on.
Feel your echo. Jeez.
I might be able to do that in settings.
I'm not hearing an echo.
I
Yeah,
only
I
heard
was
it like
hearing
once
it.
or twice.
Audio echo. Oh, I have echo cancellation. Maybe I should just turn the mic down a little bit.
It
Check,
went
check.
away. It was
Check,
only
check.
like a split second and then it went away.
Oh, okay. Got you.
When you were talking about digital currency too, that's another thing in the UK. Now they have this digital ID. And from what I was understanding, you have to use it for like pretty much everything. So they can track all your stuff, like payments, whatever. And I think the overseas is going more and more to the digital currency than people realize.
Yeah.
I've seen several videos recently about China, and I don't think most Americans understand just how far advanced China is becoming right now. I mean, they are building something like 500 miles of high speed rail every day. They have cities that you've never heard of that have populations of 2 or 3 million people easily. And I was watching, there's a kid named Xiaoma. I don't know if anybody watches him. I don't catch him that often, but he's an American, a New Yorker who looks like kind of a pudgy, short American New Yorker
Yep. I
who
know the dude.
speaks fluent Chinese, and he actually is a polyglot. He learns lots of different languages, and he likes going to different countries and speaking that language and surprising people.
Yeah, I've seen that guy. He looks like your average white bread dude, and
Yeah,
he
just
goes
a,
into
just
a
a guy.
Chinese restaurant and says, "Oh, what's good on the menu?" And then all of a sudden, he's speaking perfect Mandarin.
It's funny to watch him, and it's also just kind of heartwarming to see people's expressions. But he was doing a series of videos. He went back to China. His wife is Chinese, so he went to her hometown, and it's everything is digital. They don't even have paper currency anymore. Everything, everything is digital. They wouldn't know what to do with paper money and coins anymore. So this is a country of 2 billion people, and they don't use currency at all. That he did the example of he was walking down this alley, this like a little tiny alley behind a bunch of houses, and somebody had a little pump bottle of soap and a hose hooked up to be kind of a little hand washing station, just as a nice way to let people wash their hands. And it was, if you'd like to, give me the equivalent of 3 or 4 cents. And he had the little QR code where you could pay with your phone for the 3 or 4 cents worth of water and soap to wash your hands. And that's
Mm.
the way everything is in a country of billions of people. It's really bizarre to see it, but that's gonna happen at some point, probably pretty soon in the United States also. And this is why digital currency is a little bit terrifying and a little bit fascinating.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah,
now,
I
is
had a
that in a major city or is that all throughout the whole country? Because
I think it's really pretty much throughout the whole country, but he was in a city that was a big city, but it wasn't like it was, the equivalent of Los Angeles or New York. It was just a bigger city.
right, yeah.
I had a coworker that went to China, and she said her husband loved it. She's Chinese, but her husband's American. And she said her husband loved it. She's like, you never had to pull out your wallet, you never had to pull out any money. It's just you tap your phone or and you're good to go.
Yeah, it's weird. I am still so old school that I don't mind using bills. I don't mind using cash. And I know there are a lot of people who are watching right now, people who are in the chat who are just of a certain age that's not something they want to do. But the more I use digital, the more I get used to a debit card and that kind of thing. It's
Mm.
fine. I get it. It's just we are in the United States kind of running behind the rest of the world when it comes to these things. And I think it's probably not going to work in our favor that we are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
my
mean,
dad still my dad will go to write a check, and if they don't take a check, he leaves. So,
I've seen that
um,
before. I have seen people say that before. "Oh, you don't take a check, I'm out."
Yeah.
yeah, my dad will leave everything right there. He's like, okay, see
I
ya.
try not to be that person. I try not to be that guy. The one thing that does piss me off is when you go to a restaurant and they've got the QR code, so you've got to look up the menu on your phone. That does
Oh,
piss me
that's nuts.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
annoying.
I'm not a fan of that. I had a question here. Kalilo says, Dubs, what do you think about CBDC or gold-backed digital currency? Any kind of a hybrid like that is out of my purview. As I was saying earlier in this live stream, I'll use whatever the powers that be expect me to use, and whatever the people that I'm buying and selling and trading with expect me to use, whatever the form of currency is. But I don't really have a whole lot of exposure to things like cryptocurrencies. I've got a little bit, and a gold backed currency or bricks or any of those other things that are starting to come around that are theoretically gold backed, to me it doesn't make any difference. It could be digital, it could be gold backed, it could be literally paper rag money like we spend, and none of it really has any true value other than precious metals. So whatever the currency is whatever the currency is. I'll use it and I'll spend it and I'll save it and I'll get paid with it. But it's not, it doesn't hold any value. It's just a medium of exchange, and that's fine. It does what it's supposed to do. But I don't give any special credence to a gold-backed digital currency or anything else like that.
Right,
Okay,
and
so
for the
here's
most part, it's gonna go through your hands. You're not gonna put it under your mattress, you know what I mean?
Right, exactly, right, that's exactly right. It's used as a medium of exchange. It could be beaver pelts, it could be Cory shells, it could be like the stuff that I talked about in tonight's
Nuts.
ethnographic money thing. Yeah, it could be those special kinds of nuts.
These
Beaver
nuts.
nuts.
Jeez.
You see,
Got
that's
him.
the difference. Gen X can laugh at stuff like that.
So I have a question for both of you and the chat. Since we're talking about digital currency and that's where we're headed. Um, a quick note before I ask the question. One of the people that comes into work, he used to come in quite often. I haven't seen him in a while, but he is way up in the banking system. He used to fly overseas a lot. He does a lot of. He's a big name in a big bank. Anyway, he said digital currency is very, very near. They use digital currency like crazy overseas, he says. And he used to fly to France all the time or whatever. Anyway, so if we do go to digital currency, where do you see the prices of metals? Will that be a negative or a positive?
This is a really good question, and it's one that I've struggled with as we get further away from coins actually being used. People have asked that question for many, many years now. Will there no longer be coin collectors? And there are a lot of people who are doom and gloom on that kind of thing going back 15 or 20, 25 years ago when these types of currencies first started emerging, when it looked like the society was indeed becoming cashless. But I don't see coin collecting going away. Casual coin collecting, maybe. But I think we look too much at things like stamps and how the stamp industry was completely wiped out about 30 years ago. So you look at a country like China, which I just got done saying is, 1.5 billion, 2 billion people, and they use nothing but digital currency. And they are some of the biggest gold and silver buyers and hoarders in the world right now.
That's
So
right. Yeah.
I don't think that's going to impact it very much. There will always be a need, a want for physical precious metals. I understand the idea that maybe it will lose some of its sparkle, some of its value. But the second that something happens that causes that digital currency, the electronic payment system to burp and people lose money or aren't able to spend that money, the flight is always going to be back to gold and silver.
Now, I was gonna say, when you made that point, why do you suppose they are the biggest hoarders of gold and silver if they have this wonderful digital currency? Maybe they don't trust it.
I think you're right. I think there's
Yeah.
a lot of that to it. And the government of China has actually been encouraging Chinese people to buy gold and silver. They want China to have those kind of reserves in the same way that India does. So,
Mhm.
I am not somebody who does a super, super deep dive into global economics of gold and silver. That's not me. You can certainly look at some of our fellow YouTubers like Long Live Coins who does those kinds of dives. But I think there is an element of that. I think there are a lot of people in China who don't trust this and want to know that they've got this currency, this stuff that they can actually feel in their hands, the same way that a lot of us do.
Yeah. So West Texas says he doesn't see um, U.S. going back to silver and gold backed dollar. I
I
don't think
agree
I don't think
100%.
there's going to be a choice, though. I think it's going to be a matter of necessity eventually.
No, I agree with him 100%. I don't see it that way, and I know that you're a big proponent of goldbacks. You guys know my opinion about goldbacks, and I think West Texas and I kind of share a same philosophy when it comes to those.
Mm.
I don't see that happening. And if it was going to be gold and silver backed currency, what you've seen with the gold back, where you've got the smallest, the half gold back is what, 1/2000th of an ounce?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. If it was American currency that had that kind of capacity, and if it really was tied to a precious metals, it would be like 1/10,000th of an ounce or 100,000th of an ounce. And at a certain point, it doesn't really matter. That doesn't really work.
I
Well, I
don't think
mean,
I'll ever go back to like it being backed by anything. I mean, look, it's not backed by much right now, and it's worked for since what, 1964, we've been out of it, and it works. So why would
I
they
mean,
even bother going back?
a lot of people would say it's not working, right? It's losing
Yeah,
its
absolutely.
purchasing power because it's not tied to precious metals. But like I said, I've always felt as the currency as being whatever it is that you use to buy and sell. And like Blue Collar said, it's not like I'm hoarding that and putting it under my mattress because it does lose its value. Those aren't the things that I use. Those aren't the tools in my toolbox to maintain the wealth that I've built over my lifetime. It's things like the pieces you see in front of you.
Well, Dub, you're a little bit jaded now because you're looking at it from a guy. Let's be honest, you are.
You're
Um,
absolutely right, friend.
you're in the top probably 1%. Now, beyond that, well, maybe not one, maybe two, but the other 98 have it a lot rougher, and they live from week to week.
No doubt.
So is it their fault? Maybe maybe.
No, no, I don't think it is. I don't think I've been dealt a very good hand. I have no complaints. I've worked awfully hard in my life, but I will tell you that I've been incredibly lucky. And some people say that you make your own luck. I'd like to think that that's true. I have been
Mhm.
very lucky. I've also worked my butt off, and I do things differently than a lot of people do, and it's worked for me. But I'm not sure that having a currency backed with gold and silver is going to help people who are having a hard time making ends meet. That currency is currency. And I think a lot of people like this idea and theory that if we just went back to precious metals backed currency, that their ills would be over with, that their life would be a lot better. And I don't really see that happening. There will always be a way to manipulate whatever currency anybody is using. It's gold and silver backed, but it's going to be backed. The dollar bill is going to be backed with 1/10,000th of an ounce of gold. And then next week they'll say, we didn't mean 1/10,000th, we meant 1/100,000th. Still backed by gold. Did we say 1/100th? We meant 1/1,000,000th of an ounce of gold. So there's always going to be a way that they can manipulate those things. Your goal is to protect yourself from that manipulation.
Makes sense. I mean, when the currency is backed by it, then they can set the price of it, right?
Well,
I
yeah, they
mean,
have to set the price of it. It has to be pegged to a certain number, otherwise you're gonna have inflation.
Right. Yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
I
so
mean, look.
it doesn't really I don't really see it having any advantages. I kind of think people get this idea that, if you've got some gold and silver, suddenly you're going to be, a zillionaire because you've got that kind of stuff. We're not the zillionaires. We're not the people that make these rules. We're the people that have to live under these rules. So
Yeah,
your goal is to learn how to play that game so that you don't get burned from those rules.
right. Wouldn't it be funny if it all came down to it and the government just said, "Well, we're gonna confiscate all the metals and, they'll have no value, and if you spend it or try and sell it, it's a 99% tax," and we were all pissing in the wind for years?
Oh, governments have done that many times before. Our own government has done that with gold and with silver.
Yeah,
And it's not just they're going to tax you 99%, it's they're going to put you up against the wall and they're going to put a bullet in your head. They'll take what they want.
yeah,
And that's why people who have this idea that if maybe they own pre 33 gold, they'll be immune to these kinds of laws. That's not the way it works. The people that have power will get what they want. Doesn't matter, what the rules are. So they'll confiscate it if they want to. If you've got a safe deposit box, it doesn't matter if you've got it under your mattress. It doesn't matter if you've got it in pre 33 or beautiful brand new bars that you bought from Costco. If they want
right.
it, they're going to get it.
And if they can't get it, you won't be able to sell it.
Yeah, who are you going to sell it to if they say starting from now on anybody who's got gold on them at any time will be shot or will be thrown into the gulag or will be disappeared on the street. The van's going to come and swoop you up. You're not going to be able to sell it. You're not going to be able to sell it very easily.
Yeah,
So those things can happen, and it's happened in a lot more authoritarian governments than we have right now. Not
yeah,
trying to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm just saying that if your mind works in that direction, then that could easily happen, and there's nothing that we can really do about it except to better ourselves by
yeah.
understanding what the rules of the game are and trying to play within those, and maybe once in a while a little bit of outside the rules if we think we can get there.
Hey, I'm gonna duck out for a second, see if that improves my audio.
Oh man.
Give me a second. LBS
I was
last
watching a
night.
stream like this yesterday.
I know.
I want to thank
So,
everybody for stopping by, and Vegas and Blue Collar for having me. If we want to just do a quick shout out, we've got Bullion Baby in the house. We've got the Texans, who are, as always, putting out really good comments. I like the things that they have to say, and I'm trying to keep up with the chat as much as I can.
I
And
always do a good job.
we've got Dixon Loud. We've got Dixon Loud. I love that name. Dixon Fired, be funnier. Jolly Roger and Stack Attacker Wager. So nice to see so many familiar names in the chat. And thank you, everybody who stopped by and watched the silly little video that I did earlier this evening, that I released a little bit earlier, about this silver bar and the smaller silver bar that you see behind it. If you didn't catch that video, you might want to grab it. In the video stream last night that Tully Tully was in, that Tuli was in, she was talking about her brand new 10 Lang silver bar. And I mentioned that I had one of these also. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to show the 24 Lang bar that's next to it. This is a silver bar from the country that we would now call probably Vietnam. And this dates to the 1830s to the 1870s, somewhere in there. 1850 is probably a pretty good guess.
When we were talking about like precious metals or like the price and everything, basically what it comes down to is it's only going to be worth what somebody's going to pay for it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if the dollar is backed by gold or silver. It's still your silver and gold's only worth what the person that's going to pay the most for it.
I think the idea is that maybe if it's backed by precious metals, it will slow the printing presses down. They won't be able to put as much money into the market. But again, I think you need to understand the rules of the game. And one of the ways that America has become the most prosperous country that the world has ever seen, and we were, although you could make the argument that maybe we're not anymore, was because we had that tool in our toolbox, that we could run those printing presses when we needed to, and we could slow them down when we needed to. The Fed has lots of ways that they manipulate the amount of currency that's in the system. It can be deciding what the interest rate is that they loan to member banks. It could be the literal amount of currency that's floating in the country at any given time. And it could be several other interesting things that they can do. These are all brakes and levers that they can throw. And up until this point, it's worked pretty well. But I see that the federal deficit has gone up something like $1 trillion in the last 4 weeks or 5 weeks or 6 weeks. It's pretty terrifying. And if you have gold and silver backed currency, theoretically, they have to slow down the printing of that currency, because there is only a certain amount of gold and silver that can be tied to the currency, and that makes it a little bit harder to run those printing presses. But like you said, Vegas, if they decide that an ounce of gold is worth $500,000, so that they have the ability to print $500,000 off of every ounce of gold that's out there, then what difference does it really make?
Yeah.
Yeah, they take it from you, and then they'll take it from you first. They'll say it's worth nothing, and if you turn it in, they'll give you this or this or this. Then you turn it all in, and then they'll say, well, now it's worth this much. So they're
Yeah,
just like you said, they're going to manipulate it no matter what, and we just have to go along for the ride, in my
yeah.
opinion.
You've got to figure it out, and you've got to do the best you can. And that's one of the reasons why I have exposure to as many things as I possibly can within reason. I do have gold and silver and platinum, and I do have some real estate, and I do have other businesses kind of like that. And I've got, some antiques and some art and things like that. It's spreading out that exposure, and cryptocurrency and money in the market and all of those kinds of things. I don't ever want to be an eggs in one basket kind of guy. I never have thought that way. And I've seen people who do that. And that's one of the things that kind of concerns me, especially when you've got YouTubers who scream that you've got to buy gold tomorrow. You've got to sell everything you possibly can and buy precious metals, because then you put all of your eggs in one basket. And if those same people who were saying that 60 is going to be the new floor for silver 2 weeks ago, and now we're seeing silver in that, what is it, $45 range today? You put your eggs in one basket, you potentially lost a lot of your purchasing power in the last month, and that makes me uncomfortable too. So
Yeah, for sure.
Emperor Wang said, sure, they can take me out, but it'll cost them at least one of them.
I would say maybe 10, Emperor Wang. Come on. Give yourself
Yeah.
more credit than that.
I think the
Yeah,
Texans have it right again. You know, look at it like this: if you ended up in a town and needed water, and you showed up trying to sell your silver, you ain't selling no silver there. Right. If people get desperate, if it gets to be an THF, whatever it is, situation, silver's not going to do you any good. People say, well, I've got bullets and I've got a gun. Yeah, kind of too. But do you want to live in that kind of society? Do you want to be a part of society where everybody is armed and everybody is suspicious of everybody else? You know, you can't have a school, you can't have hospitals, you can't, because it's going to be constantly battle just to survive. I don't want to
Yeah.
live in that kind of world either. So hopefully it doesn't come down to that. But if it does come to the fact that the money that we spend becomes quickly devalued, I would rather have the physical precious metals that I see here in front of me
Right.
to know that at least I've got some kind of leverage that I can maybe make something work. And if it comes down to having to spend a mercury dime to buy a loaf of bread, then I'll worry about that later. I did a live stream not that long ago where I stacked up a whole bunch of silver quarters. I had something like 15 or 20 rolls of silver quarters, and I just looked down and I realized that I still have the dimes here, but I don't think I'm going to bother with them. That was one of the problems that I have with 90%, since Vegas asked about that at the beginning of the show. Was I'm still a big fan of 90%, but man, does it get to be a burden. It's, when you get to the point where you can start to convert to something like gold, the amount of value in this coin relative to the number of silver dimes that it would take to represent this, it's it's it gets to be burdensome. And I'm looking and I'm seeing like 40 or 50 rolls of silver dimes, and I'm like, ugh, I've got to get those back in the vault at some point.
Right.
So I saw where to go.
Oh, I put a question up there from Kalilo for Dub.
In my experience, most stackers used to collect stuff as kids. What was your collection as a kid? Mine was Pogs and chessboards.
My collection when I was a kid was coins. I was a coin collector from the time that I was about 4 years old. So this
Yeah.
this has always been who I am.
Now, did you say it was your grandfather that got you started in that, or?
No, I there were two different events that I think really kind of propelled me into coin collecting. The first one was that I had a kid in kindergarten who was a German kid, German American, had just been to West Germany, and he had come back to school and he traded me a German Pfennig. That is the equivalent of a 1 cent coin, a
Mm,
small copper coin from West Germany. He traded me a Pfennig for an American cent. So that really kind of started to getting the wheels going, and it really kind of made me realize that there were other countries, other currencies, other denominations, other societies, other language, other art, and all of that kind of stuff the same way. Just one coin really kind of set me off on that journey. And then I mentioned that my mom used to work in a department store essentially when I was a kid, and there was a break room that my siblings and I would kind of be stashed in sometimes. And this would have been early 1970s, something like that. But there was a Coke machine in that break room, and we learned early on that we could get on our hands and knees and reach deep back under the Coke machine, and there was often change under there because that was back when women wore hose and heels and skirts, and men wore slacks and dress shoes. And if they dropped a dime on the floor, they weren't going to crawl around to try to find it.
yeah.
But we certainly did because we were just gross kids. And one time under that machine, I found a small coin from the Netherlands,
Ah,
which had absolutely no reason to be there. And I used the analogy of Red talking about it, or Andy talking about in Shawshank Redemption, about that piece of black obsidian behind a cornfield in Maine had no earthly reason to be there. The same reason that this Netherland coin had no reason, this Dutch coin, to be under
yeah.
this Coke machine in the Midwest.
Yeah,
And
it's
that
funny
really,
when you said that, it brought me right back to when I was a kid. My father used to own a deli, and I was probably single digits old, and there was a bread rack in front of the cash register where they used to keep, loaves of bread and such.
yeah,
And people would drop their change and it would go behind the bread rack. And then every like once a week, I'd pull the bread rack out after the store closed. And I'd go back there and collect up all the change. He said,
hell
yeah,
yeah.
he said, whatever you find is yours. Just make sure there's no dust back there when you're done.
That's awesome. Yeah, so the
Yeah.
same thing. When we were kids, my siblings and I would often go around the parking meters in our downtown area of our town after it snowed, because for the same reason you had people who would drop change in isotoner gloves and everything else that was popular back then. You would drop change and you didn't have time to dig through the snow trying to find it. But when the snow melted, there would often be just little rings of coins around the base of the parking meters.
Yep.
So as soon as the snow started melting for whatever reason, we would go off on our own, 3 or 4 of us, ranging in age from 5 to probably 11, all by ourselves in the downtown of this town where I grew up. And we would come home with $4 or $5 in change.
Nice.
Are you sure you didn't do that just in hopes that the snowplow didn't hit the parking meters?
No, never seemed to be the case. It was really just, we were discovering ways of making a buck when we were kids. I didn't have a whole lot growing up. My parents never had a whole lot of money, and that's probably one of the things that propelled me also. But it's all of this exposure to coins, and that's really what I began collecting. But I'd like to hear what Blue Collar in Vegas did.
Yeah, I was a coin collector when I was a kid. I basically got started. I think it was one of my aunts bought me a Whitman book and got me going. But really, what really started me was, I told this story before. In 1973, my father gave me an Ike dollar on the first day of school, and
Nice.
that was I still got that Ike dollar. Got it in 1973. Still got it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I was a baseball card collector.
Oh yeah.
We would go to, they would have a coin, or not a, actually sometimes they would have a coin show and we would go to that too, but I bought some junk that I never really got into. But baseball cards, they would have like a show at the mall, and we would take the city bus for, I think it was 25 cents at the time, and go spend all day and buy baseball cards at the mall. That was pretty much the only thing I collected growing up.
Nice. When you mentioned parking meters before, I
Uh-huh.
remember what was the movie where they were cutting the heads off the parking meters and then busting them open? What movie was that? Or was it?
Probably
Was it?
Goodfellas or something.
Yeah, I don't think it was Goodfellas. I
No, it
think
wasn't Goodfellas.
it might have been in The Sopranos or something. I'm not sure. They were cutting the heads off the parking meters, bringing them back to somebody and busting them open.
Sounds
Somebody's
like
got
a
to know.
Sopranos type situation. AGAU Addict says AG bottom $37. Any thoughts?
Oh, I hope not.
Uh, that actually doesn't sound out of what I would expect. It's so hard for me to predict anything, and that's why I never really try to do it. And I watch my own videos from a couple of years ago, literally 2 years ago, and silver's like $23 an ounce. So it just seems like it's been a meteoric rise of precious metals recently. But in the past, I would have been, this is unsustainable. The price of precious metals has to drop pretty precipitously. But I think, and I've said it before, that things are a little bit different this time. This is kind of uncharted territory. We're entering areas where the usual things that prop up the economy seem to be dissolving.
Well, yeah, that 130% debt to GDP, 38 trillion in debt,
Yeah.
interest rates falling instead of rising. There's a lot of things that are in favor of metals.
Yeah. A lot of things that are just unusual, things that have never really happened before. So it gets to be that much more difficult to predict where we are. If things start to recover, if the economy starts to recover, or if things start to kind of stabilize, if we get a little bit more of a return to normalcy when it comes to the Fed, the government, the federal government, then I suspect that precious metals will probably drop pretty quickly. But I'm not sure that we're there, and I don't really see that happening. And again,
Mm.
glad that I've got the precious metals that I do right now.
Yeah, I don't see it as even an option, to be honest. I think we're in a death spiral as far as the dollar is concerned. It may take 100 years to go down, but it's not coming back.
Yeah, I'm
Just my
afraid
opinion.
you may be right. Yeah.
How do you get back from that? A guy I did work for years ago, and I'm going back probably 15 years now, 16 years. He was a big finance guy, retired guy, but he was, a bigwig. And he said, there's no way out of this. He said, the only way out of this is to inflate our way out. That's the way they're going to do it. And we don't have a choice.
Working on that.
We could have severe austerity. I mean, we
Mm.
could have we could actually tax billionaires. That could be a thing. we could tax people
Whoa, whoa,
really
whoa.
severely. No. Hear me out. We could actually do that. That is within our reason to do that, or within our rights to do that. We could tax people to the point and to literally use that money to pay down debt, and we could slash programs and pay down debt. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No. I mean, we could also say default on the interest, you
Sure.
know?
Yeah.
That's gonna piss off a lot of people, though.
Yeah.
That's how they, they got the queen and the king back in, France, you know?
Yeah. I
O
mean,
off with your head.
all it takes is China saying, "Yeah, we're not going to do that. If you're going to cut interest rates on the loans that are the debt that we own, and China owns so much of our debt, we've been buying things at discount stores for the last 40 years, and China has been too happy to make those things for us." And they've taken our dollars and they have used those dollars to buy American debt. They're the biggest owners of our
Mm.
debt. The national debt is owned by somebody, and that somebody is China.
Yeah,
And
we
all China has
basically
to
offshored our inflation for, 30 years.
Yeah, and all they have to do now is say, "We're gonna sell all of this debt. We don't want this anymore. We don't trust you anymore. We don't think the dollar is gonna have any value anymore." And if they did that overnight, our
Mm.
currency would be absolutely worthless.
Well, they've already started doing it. They're not buying any more debt from us,
Yeah,
and
and they're
they're
buying a lot of precious
buying a
metals.
lot of gold, they're buying more gold than anybody else in the world. They mine more gold than anybody else in the world.
Yep.
Buying a lot of land too, right?
Yeah, they bought a lot of land, especially in places like Africa. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that
I
is
don't
they've
know.
bought
It's
a lot of land here in the U.S. too.
bought a lot of land, a lot of resources, a lot of water, a lot of farmland, a lot of crops. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's a little bit scary. And I'm glad that I've got the precious metals that I do.
yeah, I mean, if you're talking about, like, okay, wealth confiscation, uh, why as far as, the Chinese owning land, just make it illegal for anybody that's not a citizen to own land, and that's it.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. The people that own land don't want to have that competition cut out of their potential buyers. They want to be able to sell for the highest dollar. Shouldn't they have the right to do that?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if the government's gonna confiscate it, what's the difference? They'll start with them.
It's the people that have the power in this country are never going to let something happen that is going to damage that power. That's the problem that we're facing.
Right. Yeah, that's a
What do we
good
think
point.
about gold and silver? Let's talk about beautiful gold and silver. What do you guys have on your displays? I'm looking at Vegas's really cool poured piece or stamp piece. That guy with the gas mask. That's awesome.
Picked this up at the last coin show. This is I got his sticker somewhere. What Black Hand Bullion. This guy.
What's the
Yeah,
weight of it?
Good question. 1.6.
That's
I
a
knew
pretty.
before you did. Oh, that's great.
I saw this there, and what did they want? Like 120, I think, at the time. And I kept pondering. I'm like, no, I can't. No, I'm not gonna do it. Yes, I want it. No, I'm not gonna do it. And I felt like I had to get it. So I overpaid for it, but that's okay.
I
It's
think it's a really cool piece.
it's a cool, unique piece, and I think he said there's only 25 out there, I think, or something,
Wow.
something to that effect. And this is number 23. So
Texans, get out of my head, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
BlackRock and Vanguard
he's
are a
getting all
problem.
the notes.
BlackRock owns everything.
Yeah,
What BlackRock doesn't own, Blackstone owns.
Yeah.
yeah. Vanguard.
Blackstone and Vanguard, the people that have. Let's not even go down that route. Let's
Yeah,
talk about
let's not.
let's talk about the cool stuff. And I'll be with you guys for a few more minutes if that's okay with you. I know that you've got some other people in the wings that want to jump on. It's going to be bedtime pretty soon. The Murder of She Wrote isn't waiting. I'm already missing out on Matlock. So
Yeah, I like all that 90% you got laying there, Vegas.
I've had it out and I just haven't put it away. I still have the Halloween little skulls and skeletons and stuff that I was gonna do on Whatnot and never did.
Yep.
That was a great venture.
Yeah, no, I love the dimes. The dimes are awesome.
The dimes are awesome, man. I can't complain, even though I just was saying that, oh man, 90% is such a pain in the butt. But I do have a few rolls of dimes here.
I think that's all the dimes I own, actually, too. I don't own many dimes.
I'll put out a few rolls of dimes if you guys want me to.
Sure, put them out.
Are
I
you
just
gonna
picked up.
are you gonna catch Night Court before bed? Is that on after Murder She Wrote?
Night Court's a little bit too recent for me.
Mm.
Some
I love that show, Night Court.
what, Doogie Howser? Or
Marky Post.
what was the other
Yeah.
one? I'm trying to Donna Reed.
Donna Reed. I'm old, but I'm not ancient.
All right.
What
So
was
I just picked up almost a full roll of dimes, 46 dimes for 27 times face.
yeah, you got a steal on those.
That was a great deal, yeah.
And that was off of Whatnot, right?
It was, yeah. It was a straight auction off Whatnot. He started at $100, and I just, I knew what I want. I knew what I wouldn't go over, but yeah, for what I got, that was a good buy.
Everybody's throwing old shows in the chat now. You got MASH. MASH was a good one. I liked MASH. Fantasy
Yeah, I love
Island, Hogan Heroes.
I know nothing.
I liked MASH. MASH was my dad always watched MASH, and then even after I was an adult, I would turn on MASH when I got home from work to fall asleep.
Dude, that's funny you say that because I got MASH DVDs, and I used to put them on just to watch it and go to sleep to it.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. So
Now
yeah,
you have Dub C to watch and go to sleep to.
absolutely, and it's very effective.
I turn on. I'm lame. I turn on people playing video games.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's whatever, right?
But then, like, I'll watch my wife play video games and I'll fall asleep. She's like, "Why do you always fall asleep?" I'm like, "Well," she's like, "You always fall asleep watching video games." I'm like, "It helps me sleep." I don't know. Greg Olson says, "What was the graded Libertad? A 2025? Probably no, probably not. That's too new for Dub C."
Come on now. That is the 1983 PCGS Proof 69 Deep Cameo Libertad. It's one of 900 that were made.
Yeah. What is the newest piece you own? Does it have a 2 in front of it? Is it 20 something? 2000?
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at the Palladium piece. That's a 2017.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's still 9 years old. Well, almost.
Well,
The
probably
26s are out. 26s are out. We'll say that's 9 years old.
So
Is that
these
the-
are
That's probably the most recent piece you have?
the 2017. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure I've picked up other stuff. It wouldn't surprise me if I've got little bits and pieces of things that are newer than that, but probably not very many.
Yep.
You want to fluff me up and see the stack of dimes here?
Hold on. Let me
I
fluff.
still got my guy in a gas mask. That might be Vegas pretty soon. I don't know. We might have
look
to
at
be
these
putting on
dimes.
gas masks.
Nice. That's a big stack of dimes.
That's what she said.
Just happen to be laying around.
You happy to see me, or is that a roll of dimes in your pocket? Nice.
So
I have no idea.
Let's see. How many rolls? We got
We'll do count. I can count
3,
for you.
6,
It's about 40.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 28. I got 28
Yeah,
rolls.
28, 29, 30, 31.
So 30,
You
31.
couldn't count those 28 quicker than me? What the?
So what is that? That's about 160 face.
34, 35.
So that's about $5,000 worth of dimes right there, easily.
36.
Oh, wait,
Wow.
he's not done.
Christ. Dub C, you're in the 1%. I didn't give you enough credit.
37, 38, 39. Whoa, we have an avalanche.
There you go, Timber.
So there's, about 40 rolls, I think.
Does anybody else love dimes like I do?
They're the best, man. They really are.
Dub C does, obviously.
Like I said, I haven't bought these in probably 15 or 20 years. So I don't even know what some of these are. Some of these are sealed. They're the same packing tape that I bought them in. This one says 1955 PD Dimes BU. but I've got probably a dozen rolls that I've never even opened up that I've had for that long, just because it's just kind of a pain in the butt.
Wait, what does that say on the top? How much did you pay? Is that $55? Oh,
55S.
I thought you paid $55. You probably paid less than $55 for them.
Oh yeah, I didn't pay anywhere near that much for these.
Oh, those are the ones you got like 20 something years ago. Why don't you bust one of
Yeah.
those open and show us what they look like?
Okay, I'll do that. Let me pick one out and see if I've got a blade here that I can cut with. I know
You've
that
seen
we
it here. You're seeing it here first. This is a Dub C exclusive.
That's opened. Let's just go ahead and take one of these and see if I can get back behind the screen here. I'm looking for a blade.
My dad has a bunch of dimes that we found in a safe from my grandkid. We're not sure if it's my grandmother or grandfather that used to collect them. But we started like putting each year and start doing tubes like that of each year. You know how hard it is to see the freaking year on those things?
I bet.
I was using my phone
I
and
got
zooming
1.000
in.
Air up here with us if you guys want to welcome him in.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Hey, don't let me interrupt. I'm just standing by as a backup.
No, you're perfectly fine. I'll be out of here in just 2 shakes, man. I'll open up this roll.
We're not trying to rush you, Dub. Just
I've enjoyed Dub.
let's see these dimes.
You can have 4 people up. Wouldn't be the first time.
How many years? About 25 years?
That I've had these pieces?
Yeah.
I don't think it's been quite that long. I would say probably 15 years, maybe a few are a little bit older than that. This is 1955 P&D dimes, and it says BU, and that's some kind of a packing tape that's on these. Now, it's possible I'm going to open these up and these are going to be clad dimes. I honestly don't know. I have no idea. I got a lot of these in trade, and I mentioned that before. I had an 1883 year set, and I sold out of that, and I can go into that if anybody's interested. I just think it's kind of the best year. So that was me cutting the tape, at least trying to. And I don't think I got anywhere near what I needed to cut.
We're making Dub struggle. This isn't fair.
No, it's no big deal. I've got these pieces out. Why not? I just stashed these, and I haven't even looked at them because I kind of know what they are. So why bother opening them when you've got I could be terribly mistaken here.
Yeah, Dub C cuts half his index finger off live.
I broke it off, and
that looks like 55.
Oh wow!
And they are BU.
Look at the shine on them things. Woo!
These are stunners. I got to tell you, look at that.
You'd be great in them things.
Dude, look, you didn't even know what you had.
I mean, that says 55 BUs. I took the guy at his word. That's what I assumed that they were. So yeah, that's a amazing roll. I almost used the F word there. You guys would have heard me swear.
Monday night.
Yeah, save that for backstage.
Those are nice dimes. Look at them things.
Those are stunners. The camera and the light are not doing this any wonders. I mean, they are amazing in hand. They are blinding.
Aren't you glad I made you open those up?
I mean, that's what most of these are. They're the same kind of condition. I haven't opened them in 15 years. They are just silver dimes. I got them as silver dimes. Now, unfortunately, there are no rolls. I guarantee you there are no rolls of Mercs that look like that.
Now, did you tape them shut, or did you buy them taped?
No, I got these from somebody in trade.
Now, they could have been taped shut in 1960. Well, no, they didn't have those tubes back then.
No, this is probably something that was taped shut in the 1980s or maybe 1990s.
So theoretically 30 to 40 years.
Yeah, I mean, obviously those hadn't even been breathed on, so who knows? That was probably an original paper roll that somebody put right into a plastic tube and taped shut.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I heard the smile on your face as you were looking at those.
I did. Not all of these are BU. This one says 64, and so those probably are. Yeah, you can see that those are going to be BUs also. But there are some average circulated pieces in here too. Some, not all of these are fantastic. There are rolls of Mercs in here, but they're not BU Mercs. This one's got really pretty tone. It's not going to show up on my camera.
You don't have any full rolls of 93S Morgans, do you?
I do not.
No,
I do not.
I have one Morgans.
I have one BU roll of peace dollars that I bought as a BU roll, and they're 1923s or something. They're really, really super common. And this is a roll, like just as an example, these are Mercs. Oh, this is actually a mixed roll, it looks like. So there's some Mercs and some just regular dimes in there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got the idea. There's probably 16 Ds all through there.
Yeah, right.
Two of them.
How many rolls of dimes did I say we had? Something like 40 rolls.
About 40, yeah.
I have no idea what that means in terms of face value because you guys told me on the last live stream that we did together that 90% is 30 times face or something like that.
Well, I mean, 40 rolls times 5, that's 200 face times about $30. So that's about somewhere between, high 5, 6 grand.
This piece is probably worth about 8 or 9,000.
Oh, that you showed that one, the proof Libertown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There have been a couple that have entered the market recently that have suppressed the price a little bit. These were $10,000-$15,000 coins 2 or 3 years ago. So the last one of these that I saw, I think sold for probably 8 or 9,000.
Mhm.
And then
and you got it at a garage sale for $29, you said?
that is not true, but I did buy it at auction, and I think I paid $1,000 for it. When
So
I
he
bought
brought it into his pawn shop.
Oh, Dub C's Pawns and Jewelry.
There we go. It is 9:33 local time. News, sports, and weather on the way up. We are doing the dark wave songs of 1982. I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to 1.000 Air Radio. I will sit back and I will listen to him for a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and go off camera while I take an hour and a half to put this crap away. Thank you, everybody who popped in to watch my video tonight about the really cool Chinese bar from the 1850s, the Vietnamese bar, I guess, really technically. And I'm going to sit here and I will listen and be entertained, hopefully, by these guys also for the next half hour, 45 minutes until the next episode of Murder, She Wrote starts. So thank you guys for having me. I really do appreciate it. It's been a blast.
Appreciate it, Dub.
Dub C,
Thanks
as
for
always.
opening up the dimes for us.
Hey, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Take care. Good night. Sorry, Vegas. I kind of stepped on you there. I apologize, buddy.
Looks like we got Crocodile Dundee in the house.
Crocodile Dundee.
Hey, see
You
that
there?
knife? See that knife he's got
Hello?
there? Holy
Oh.
shit.
Hold on. Let me fluff him up. Let me fluff you up. There we go.
That's not a
Oh,
knife.
yeah. That's a nice knife.
That's why I'm
blade.
wielding that thing. I'm like, what the hell?
What is that thing you were unwrapping there, 1.000 Air? Did we lose
That's a
him?
1 ounce 999 Marvel comic book.
I think we lost his sound.
Oh, he's got some copper laid out too.
There's some pennies.
I got no sound. Hold on.
Oh, there you go. You're on. You're on. You're good.
Urine.
Let's see here. Come on.
He's got Poucho, a big ass blade, some dimes, a whole pile of
Oh,
dimes.
yeah. Poucho.
Couple
Oh, yeah.
Centenarios.
Look at that.
Don't have sound. I'm trying to figure it out. I can't.
Well, we can hear you if you can't hear us. We can definitely hear you. Turn the sound up on your phone. Because you probably had it down, maybe.
I can't hear you.
Why not?
Turn your volume up. Want to write him a note?
Mail it to him.
This is almost like the Metal Mob.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm not in my car.
that's true. Yeah, there was some audio problems last night. I think
I can hear
I
you
don't
on
know
my
what
other
was going
device,
on.
but I might have to check out of here and come right back in.
Hold on, let me pull you down and put you back up and see if that works. How's that better? Can you hear us? Can you hear me now? Check, check. 1.000 Air. Come in, come in.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Hey, now we could talk about him. He can't hear us.
Do you really think those dimes are real?
I don't know, man. I think they're fake. I think he's probably bought some fake Chinese dimes.
Is it Timu?
Huh? Timu
You
dime.
think he got those dimes from Timu?
Maybe. Oh, now he could probably hear us because he's out, but he's coming back.
Greg Olson says he may need to leave and come back. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, thanks, Littlefoot. That was smart. Put that note there. If I was smart enough to put it on the screen, he might have been able to read it.
Did I put it a couple up from Littlefoot? And you can't tell me I'm smart. Jesus.
No, you're smart. Yeah,
That's
I'm
it. I'm going to
smart.
join.
I'm
I'm going
smart.
to join the
Not like
mob.
everyone says. Like I'm dumb.
I'm going to the mob.
You going to the mob? Oh, that was
Uh,
Fredo. I was doing Fredo. Remember we talked about
Send him
Fredo?
another link. Put the link up there again, would you?
Yeah, sure.
Could email it to him, but he doesn't use his email. He won't. He won't give us his email. He
All
doesn't
right,
trust us, guys.
here comes the link. There's the link. Boom.
He doesn't trust us. He won't give us his email. FG did a cool pour of that piece for him.
Yeah,
I
the
think
J
it was
Rock
for one of
piece.
his fans, actually.
Yeah, J Rock. Yeah, that
J
was
Rock.
cool.
That's what it was. I'm horrible at names.
It was funny how what did I send you? I sent you a screenshot and you laughed because you're like, yeah, I'm watching FG right now too.
Oh, it was because of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it was. Maybe was it a comment or something? Oh no, I got a
An alert.
notification.
It was
Yeah,
the alert you
yeah,
got. Yeah.
yeah. That was funny.
Mr. Silver Eagle coin collector and stacker. That's funny because I went to his channel. He just popped up in the chat. Where'd he go? He's in the YouTube chat. And I
You
went
know
to his
who?
channel and it's not of coins. Well, there are some coins, but
You know who hasn't been in the chat is Pepe.
yeah, I don't know where Pepe is tonight. Maybe he'll stop in later.
¿Dónde está el coinos?
Maybe he doesn't like our channel. I always see him on the mobs, but I never see him on ours.
Yeah. Well, there's some crossover, but not everybody crosses over.
We need a cool, clever, cool old jar for those 6,500 mercs a thousandaire.
All right, we're back. Thousand Air, can you hear us?
Yes.
All
Hey,
right,
we're in.
success.
¿Dónde
So,
está el friendo?
Uh,
From
no hablo español. Muy
sí.
soy de los Estados Unidos.
What the? I understand the no español, but I don't know what the hell he said after that.
yeah,
Oh, I'm born in the United States, but I know kitchen Spanish.
kitchen Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
God,
I can only talk about so much in Spanish. You know, I can talk about chicken and stuff.
that's a lot of dimes right there, man. Did
Poco.
you dump your jar out? Well, we lost him again.
El pollo. More pollo.
We lost his video now. Oh, there he is.
Oh, I think I hit that.
Yeah, you
Nope,
might have
not
hit
that button. Wrong button.
wrong button. There you go.
Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah. Did
Okay,
you?
sorry. I hit the Apple button when I was putting it in the clamp.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Yeah, and then
That's probably what you did with the volume too. You put it in the clamp. You turned the volume down. I bet.
no, I turned the volume back up and I wasn't getting anything. I had to. I turned the volume up on my tablet just a bit. Let's
Yeah,
see. Am I in now?
you're vertical.
Okay. Oh, it's vertical. Hold on.
It
Getting
doesn't
busy.
matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I set it up pretty nice. It's a shame. Let's see.
Hold on. I'll bring you. I'll bring you out and bring you back in. See if that works.
Okay. Okay.
Go horizontal.
Littlefoot says just push all the buttons and see what happens.
Nope, didn't
All
work.
right. Are you
Didn't
sure?
work. Yeah,
That's good. We can see what you got.
it's all right. We can see what you got.
It is a nice
You
pile.
got your full size.
Yeah, it's a shame. Oh, these are my Tame dimes. I turned my tablet up. I could hear you.
So now those dimes. That's not the ones from your jar, is it?
Yeah. I was gonna count them out.
Oh wow.
Just bored on a Monday night, needed something to do. You can
Count some
Well, I
swim
dimes.
around in your dimes.
figured I
Keeps the
could put them
fingers
on
nimble.
here. I figured I'd
Little
come on.
Lilo says you have the nudie mags out.
No, that's all a little less nowadays.
Yeah, a lot less.
Maybe not a bad thing.
No.
It's funny you got the humongous knife out there. I was talking to Self for Hordian and he said some knives are illegal in the UK. And he bought some cool ass knives for some openings and then they banned them. He's like,
Oh
what the hell
really?
am I gonna do now?
Oh
So he
man.
doesn't use them in the video because he's afraid he's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, it was odd when you were saying that they were prepping. I was like, prepping with what in the UK? I mean,
Yeah,
I see they have 9mm looking pistols, but it's really just pepper spray.
right.
I mean,
Yeah,
I feel for them.
he said they do a lot of prepping with like their 50% silver.
Like, oh, you're talking about like half crowns, things like that.
Yeah, whatever they're uh, he's like, so what do you think about 50% silver? I'm like, I don't have any, why have 50% when you can have 90?
Yeah, I've grabbed so many half crowns out of the foreign bin, and I always find either some Mexican 90 sterling or some Netherlands or whatever that's like 90% or at least 72%, and I put the 50% back. I never take it.
I liked when you were talking about prepping and how people would think that silver dimes couldn't be useful,
Yeah.
as if you just buy a cabin and all you do is buy silver dimes and you don't even have water. You're like, all right, silver dimes, let's go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah, if you're collecting silver dimes, you should be at least, figuring out what you're going to do for water, food, and everything else.
Yeah, and at the very least, if you need a loaf of bread, you don't have to sell your 100-ounce bar into whatever denomination of currency you're using at that time.
Yeah,
You can just sell a dime.
right.
Billy the Kid put a couple dimes to use in Young Guns. I remember that one.
Yeah, 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 yeah. 18 dimes in each barrel.
That's what I couldn't remember the number. I knew you would
Yeah.
know.
Hello,
Oh, you didn't.
Bob. Goodbye, Bob.
Best $1.40 I ever spent.
Exactly.
That was a lot back then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
no
was.
shit.
And those
So
dimes were silver.
Dub C has a question for Thousandaire. Do you collect comics?
Yes, that's actually what I was cutting open while I was backstage.
That's what I
Um,
thought. Didn't it say 999 silver on it though?
oh yeah, yeah. But I do collect comic books as well. But these, I like these. This is um, this is silver, 999.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's crazy.
they only make 1,000 of each of these, and they're official marble. So I figure they look pretty cool on the wall, and they sell for about. I bought some of them for like $200, and I flip them sometimes, but I'm not really trying to flip them now. But I have seen flipping opportunities, and I took advantage of them. But I steady buy these. I don't mention them much because I don't really want people uh, going to the auctions against me. It's a small world in eBay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, have you found buying platinum has been tougher now that you're talking about it more and more on eBay?
Yes, but I managed to get this palladium bar here.
It's palladium?
Oh,
No,
wow.
that's
Oh,
aluminum.
I was gonna say, holy shit, that's a
that
lot
looks
of
like the one that
palladium. I
was in
don't
the
know.
house fire.
Yeah, yeah. I did actually have a bar that was in a house fire, and it was kind of bent. Uh,
No kidding.
similar to the bar that he had. It was kind of cool, like it's been in a fire. I hated to get rid of it, but I didn't like it that much. But
Yep.
it was neat. Survived. I mean, apparently, if your silver's not in the attic, if it's on a low floor, you won't reach that high temperature. And as long
Hmm.
as it's not real numismatic, then who cares? You still got the material.
So what
Greg
is that bar
Olson.
that you were showing then? That big bar.
What's that?
What is that big bar you were showing? Not the copper
This,
one, the silver one. The one you said was
oh,
palladium.
this is aluminium, as they say in the UK,
Oh,
or as we
okay.
say in the United States, aluminum.
Aluminum, mate. Aluminium.
Aluminium.
I love that.
Uh, Dubsy says he picked up an X-Men 134 CGC 9.6 a few years back.
Of course he did.
um,
He's got a Superman #1 somewhere too.
hey, that's good. I mean,
I think Dubsy is a Superman #1.
he's a smart guy. He probably deserves everything he has.
Oh, absolutely, he does.
I don't think there's a thing he doesn't collect.
If we were in the SHTF and he didn't like being in that world, I would love to help him out. Do some gruesome things to some people if he didn't want to.
There you go.
I'm here
So
for you.
So
Whatever
Greg
you need.
Olson said he's into PCP. I never really tried it. I got some weed with it once, and oh no, what is it? Pneumatic control projectiles. Oh, okay.
I don't use it, but it's good. It's
I
good
thought
for
he was
trade.
talking about dope. I'm sorry.
I did too.
It,
He's talking about PCP can blow a hole through a 2x4 at 100 yards. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I
if you
mean,
ha-
Like,
I got
if you
some
have
weed with
some,
PCP on it once, but that's about it.
yeah, I don't.
you gotta be careful nowadays. Everything's fentanyl. Lots of dead people.
Right?
Yeah, man, I
Yeah.
wouldn't.
No, I totally
Uh,
stay. I stay as far away of all that stuff as I can possibly stay.
yeah,
I don't
it's
even.
crazy. Like the security guards at work walk around with OD kits now, which they never did.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You
Holy
probably with
touch you touch that stuff and you're out.
yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah, and I think it's. I'm sure there's plenty of it in Vegas too. It's sort of crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's a shame, really.
Nubsy that
well,
says there's a reason for that specific book.
oh yeah. Did he say what that book was? I could look it up.
It's
I
probably
don't.
the last one ever known to man. That's probably why.
The
X-Men
X.
134 CGC 9.6.
I've been eyeballing. I think it's. Oh, I can't remember. X-Men 12. I think the first appearance of Juggernaut.
Yeah, I'm not a comic book guy, so I'm gonna go silent on this one.
Yeah, I don't want to change your topics around here.
No, we don't have a topic. You give us way too much credit.
Well, yeah. People ask us, they're like, "So
Topic.
what's the topic going to be?" And we're like, "I don't know."
you,
I think
you
we've
tell
we've
us.
tried a topic once and we stay on it for about 5 minutes and then it's on to the next one.
Oh,
Squirrel.
check this out. I did get a palladium finally.
I
Maple
was gonna
leaf.
say you do have some palladium on the way though.
That's this. It's a
All right.
Canadian maple leaf. I got it for.
Has that made your videos yet or no?
I don't know.
I don't remember seeing that.
1470 bucks though.
That's not
Not
bad.
bad. That's a good deal,
That's real
right?
good actually.
What's palladium at right now?
I was just gonna
Probably
look. I picked up my phone to look.
it's probably around that price. And I've been studying the markets with palladium. It's so aggravating. The premiums, like I've been looking at those palladium eagles that Dub C had. I even watched the video where he had just gotten that one. I think he got it for like maybe around $1,000 around that time. I'm not exactly sure, but I know he got a good deal. It was some time ago. But you have to pay like a $500-600 premium on those. I think it's finally starting to come down a bit, but not much.
Yeah,
That's such high
Palladium.
premium.
Palladium had such a fall from grace that I think there's so many bag holders and so little Palladium that they're just not selling it. They're like,
They're
yeah, if
still.
you want to buy it, it's going to be 500 over.
I thought about that when you said that last week. Yeah, they're hodling maybe, but I also
Yeah,
think maybe the palladium people might be a different people.
yeah, for
Like the,
sure. Yeah,
like the it's like I don't know. It's a whole nother world. Maybe I'm just speculating because you know how it is when something's unknown, your mind can go crazy.
yeah. But a
Like
lot of
who are these
times,
people?
you end up in the right direction if you think outside the box.
Yeah, I think I'm getting a little better at it. When you start having fun at the party, that's actually when it's time to leave.
Yeah,
It doesn't
right.
feel like it though.
Either that or every crowd has an asshole. If yours doesn't, then you're the asshole.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you can't find the sucker at the table, it's you.
Right.
Came up in conversations recently.
It has.
Um, Palladium, the premiums on palladium are due to its critical role in automotive industry. Really? I don't think so.
Well, I mean, I can understand why that would be the metals price, but I mean,
Yeah,
I could maybe
that
it's
was a
volatile, so
that was AI's answer.
it's
Oh,
volatile, so there
AI.
should be a wide spread.
Yeah, every once in a while I see like a palladium piece in OJ's and I don't even look at it. But if I saw one of those 1 ounce babies that Dove has, I probably would look at it.
Oh
That,
yeah, she's got that nice cold look, hopeless and defeated, yet still beautiful.
Yeah, and that eagle on the backside. Woo!
Oh
She's a
yeah,
beaut.
I think on the back of the Mercs, people keep telling me that's some kind of fascist communist symbol or something. I don't even know. But yeah, that would be gone if I had the Palladium Eagle. Wonder if I could get as many of them as I have of these.
Yeesh. You'd have to hit the lottery, maybe. What is the big lottery's 800 million?
And if
We
someone
don't
saw,
have a lottery in Vegas.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's funny. I'll drive along and I'll look at that sign and I'll be like, man, if I hit that 800 million, I'd go in and order a monster box of gold. And then you think about it, it's like, you probably wouldn't even give a shit, right? Why would you care about a monster box of gold?
when you climb a mountain, every so often you need to screw one of those things in the side so you don't fall down.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
true.
want to solidify your position as a wealthy person once you get there. I
Yeah, but
mean,
where are you going to put it? Where are you going to put it? Am I going to put it in my garage, in my safe, in my
Buy a bank.
buried in the ground? Where you going to put it?
where does the Fed put all their dollars? In
Oh,
debasements.
In
Dubsy
the
says that
basement. We don't have the
that comic
basement in
book was the
Florida.
one the kids talked about in the first episode of Stranger Things.
Oh,
What
wait,
was
what was
that?
that? I must.
Dubsy said that comic book was the one that the kids talked about in the first episode of Stranger Things.
Oh,
I,
okay.
So,
I like
That's a Pennsylvania set show.
I like that he collects comic books. I'm trying to figure out how I can have any more admiration for this guy. I think he's like the biggest stacker channel out there that's not a sellout.
Yeah, we had one recently today. Actually, I noticed one. Sold
yeah,
out.
I saw someone pick up a sponsor today.
Somebody sold
Freaking
out.
awesome. Freaking awesome. Welcome in. I don't believe we know you.
No, I've seen Free King Awesome. Hell yeah. In fact, I know I'm subscribed to him. Hold on, let me look. I don't know if he makes content. I will tell you in a second.
They do make content.
Yes, and I am subscribed.
I am not until now.
And I'm gonna ring the bell now.
The
Boom.
bell has been rung. Speaking of ringing the
Bell is
bell, hit
rung.
the thumbs up button, folks.
Yeah, get in there. Hit that thumbs up.
Greg
I'm gonna
Olson
do it
says,
right
got
now
my
because I don't think I
palladium
did.
by accident. Thought it was platinum. Spent 1,400 on an ounce bar about a month ago. Yeah, so you're up on it. That's good.
Oh, who did
Dubsy
that?
says he just has the one comic book.
Oh,
Oh,
well, he might get into it some more. I've got some nice UV protectant wall cases. They're really nice.
yeah. You know who's into comic books? Gator. You know Gator Golden Coins.
No, but I'm sure I'll start getting familiar with people.
Yeah, he's a big comic book guy.
The comic book
Um,
market is down in comparison to other collectibles and other assets in general. So I've been watching it for years, waiting for that stimulus money to come out of that market.
Yep. Got a question for you, Vegas. I put it on the screen.
why, why is it got to be to me?
Well, it's to you. I put it up there. I figured you would want to answer it.
I believe Blue Collar said that somebody picked up a sponsor today. Why is it gotta...
Hold on. I screenshotted it. If maybe you can get it. I'll show you the screenshot, and maybe you can pick it up from there. Give me a second. And no, listen. I got nothing against what him being sponsored.
No.
By the way,
That was his goal initially.
yeah.
Um,
I don't dislike people that are sponsored. I want to clarify that. I like messing with people. I like to draw the line in the sand because it's fun.
Yeah.
Littlefoot guessed it.
We need some
Oh,
drama.
okay. So it's out.
Yeah, Littlefoot guessed it. It was Thousandaire.
Thousandaire.
What, I got a
Thousandaire picked up
sponsor?
a sponsor today.
Did I pick up a sponsor today?
No, it was
I got a comment. Somebody gave me $25 self Hordian.
Oh, nice.
very
Yeah,
nice.
$25. What I guess I thought you had to be live to get that money, but it was in the just regular chat. I guess you can super chat in the regular chat.
Very nice. And there you go. Blue Collar put it out there. That's who got sponsored. And that was his goal in the beginning. And I'm not mad at him. I don't blame him. That gives him extra money to put towards the stack for sure.
I didn't see
Dirty shill. Dirty shill. Oh,
So
No, this
Mr.
is so
Silver
good,
Eagle wants
man.
to know, Thousandaire, why the 50 peso over all the other choices of gold?
I just buy the 50 pesos 1947s instead of buying gold bars because it's simply a bullion play and not a collectible play.
Yeah, you get those at Melt.
Yeah, yeah. I get them cheap. And I think that these have higher security features than bars. And I like the overall message and design as well.
Hold that up closer if you could.
Sure.
That's a 1.2 ounce.
It contains 1.2 ounces of gold,
Yeah, that's a
but
beaut.
I think it's a 90%. So
Yeah,
it has copper in it as well. Yeah, I
very
had
nice.
6 of them.
Did
But
you see the Thousandaire? Did you see the piece that FG poured?
oh yeah, I saw it this morning. I had coffee with watching that. That was pretty amazing.
He
Mm.
does awesome work. I knew it would be only a matter of time before he would be able to put something together with that for sure.
Yeah, it was fun watching that. It's surreal. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it came out awesome. And FG, speaking of FG, he had a great appearance last night on the Metal Mob, if you're familiar with that show. Yeah,
Is that a live show?
yeah, live show. Oh, dude, FG's on the West Coast, so he's 3 hours back from me. I watched that whole show. I was up to like 2:30, and then I got up at 4 o'clock because my wife got sick. Never got about an hour and a half sleep last night.
You
It
guys
was
still
fun to
drinking on
watch
a
it, but
cruise?
it got a
Oh
little
no,
crazy.
she had a stomach thing going on.
Oh, you're on another cruise.
No, soon, but no.
About another week or two.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
sometime in that time period.
Littlefoot, I agree with Littlefoot. The FG your last video, the music was a little loud. Respect you. I'm not trying to tell you how to do your videos by any means, but since Littlefoot brought it up,
Yeah, you did. Between you and I, you made that comment, and I agree with that. It was just a hair loud, um, just so it obscures your voice a little bit, because you're kind of soft spoken. So we would much rather hear you.
yeah, I like the music in the back, but for some reason that one, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
So
that one was a little louder than most.
if you monetize, you're gonna want to make sure all that stuff is not in there if it's music on the radio.
No, I
It's
think
a
it's his own
song he
song.
put together.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like an
It's
like
like
an
an
his own.
AI
AI
song.
generated song, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I like AI music. I get offended when I go to public places and they're playing human music.
Kalilo, thanks for stopping in. Thousandaire, are you having a live stream on Wednesday?
I'm thinking about it. I mean, with all the glitches tonight, I'm starting to have second thoughts.
I haven't
But
caught your last two videos, so I wasn't sure. Maybe you must have mentioned it in one of your last two. Um, it's
yeah,
it,
I might,
it,
I
it
might, I might
gets
give it a shot.
easier. It gets easier. You learn the ins and outs of it a little bit.
I was thinking about maybe doing it in the morning with coffee. Probably be a little easier too.
There you go.
If I could give you any advice, I would say do a dry run first. And when I say that, I mean just don't announce it. Just pop up live and practice. And before you like say schedule a show, and then
Oh
you kind of
yeah,
put too much pressure on yourself. You know what I mean?
all the
But
announcements were at the end of the video. I figured not many people would
yeah,
show up. But
work
yeah,
the
I get
kinks
what you're
out
saying.
first. Yeah, we did that,
Especially
right? Vegas. You and I went live in January before we did any shows. It was just you and me, and we were just bullshitting about those 2009 maples that I cleaned the milk spots off of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember doing lives and we were still trying to figure. Like I told Thousandaire before, it was like 6 months before I knew to find that little mirror camera button so that your left is your left and your right is your right.
Yeah. Well, I still don't know how to put a poll up. Let me look at this thing. Let's see if I can figure it out.
all
Media.
It's
tech
underneath the
stuff.
heart. It's underneath the heart over there by your chat on YouTube.
Oh no, I'm not on YouTube. I'm on StreamYard.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. But wait a minute. I should be able to do it off of YouTube, right?
Yeah, you do that on YouTube, not StreamYard.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see.
What's
Underneath the
WC says
heart.
I do. Ask average James.
Oh, this little underneath the heart. I see a little smiley thing.
Is there a little plus?
I don't see a plus. No.
I don't know what you're looking at.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's right here. Right here.
Wait, hold on. Let me fluff you up. Where is
You
it?
can't. You can't see.
Oh
All right,
no.
here. Let me see. Can you see my monitor?
Yeah, but you do YouTube on the screen. I'm doing it on my phone, bro.
It's usually like right below here.
Yeah, no, forget it. I don't do it on the computer.
Uh,
I'll
well,
figure it out one of these days.
one of these days.
I got a
So,
laptop. Haven't messed with it yet.
who do you think the top fan of the night was tonight?
It makes it easier with the laptop, that's for sure. It
We
was a
got
tie.
three.
We
We
got a
got three ties. Yeah,
three-way
three-way
tie.
tie. This guy
The
named
top.
1.000AIR,
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm the top. I'm probably close to the top fan or Littlefoot.
Greg Olson, 1.000AIR, and Littlefoot. 1, 2, 3. Well, you're one. Greg Olson 2. Littlefoot 3.
Oh,
But you,
Littlefoot fell back, huh?
yeah, you all got 225 points. But you see, you can't catch up. Littlefoot can still take off. He could still
Oh,
do
that's
it.
true.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You can still catch up. There's always you can type and do both.
That
Freaking awesome says that's okay, Littlefoot. My phone has hiccups all the time. He said that upside down. Very creative.
Littlefoot's number one now. He took over. He's got
Ah,
250 points.
If you know, you know. Welcome, welcome,
Hey,
welcome in.
what's up, Fish? Now Fish is coming in next week, right?
This will be in. Is that Saturday? This Saturday coming up?
The 8th, yeah.
Henry VIII. Yes, I had to check the calendar.
Yep. Awesome.
hey, I heard you say I don't trust you with the email. I actually don't have an email.
No,
I
we know
have
that.
one. I have one to set up my phone. You know what I mean? But I don't check it.
Well,
I just said it's
there's
on a
this
little
thing called
trash.
Gmail. You can go to Gmail and get an email in about 13 seconds.
I'm still in the thinking about the email address part. I don't want to get there and not know what I'm gonna put for the email
Oh,
address.
you want something witty.
Oh, in there
Uh,
radio.
no, I want it to be productive, like
Wait,
some kind of nice
I'm gonna go
reminder.
grab that right now.
Go ahead.
I'll
I
sell it to
want
you for $50.
to. I'll change my name.
Two
Five
dimes.
mark times.
I'll nuke everything like fish.
Right.
That's like what is it like in a Call of Duty? I guess you get to a certain level, you can just prestige and go back to level one.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't play it much, but
I played that thing like crazy. The new one, I just can't get into it anymore. I don't know. My PlayStation 5 is collecting dust.
I
Is it?
sold mine.
My wife plays it now. I don't.
What'd you do with the money? Did you put it back into metals?
Just got the cash hanging out.
Just dry powder?
Yeah, I had
There you go.
I had the newest UFC on there and 4 controllers. I just wasn't using it, and I set everything up nice in my home. And I thought about people in my home playing video games with me, and I was like, I'm gonna sell this.
That's why you have the internet, so you don't have to play with them in your home. You play with them online. It's even better.
Yeah, I have a computer. I guess you could call it a gaming computer. I guess that's probably what I only use it for. Um, yeah, she's good to go. So I'm trying not to do that though either, because it's not productive. It's fun though.
It'll take some time up for sure. I once I start playing a game, I will get addicted to it.
I have 4 days off a week now, so I might start playing a game once in a while.
Nice.
Wait,
Semi-retired?
Semi-retired.
Nice.
nice. That is
I'll,
awesome.
I'll find some things to do. I'll walk around town like Tulsa King.
Tulsa King. Love that show.
Yeah, I watched all that. I'm not going to do anything like that.
I got to start season 2. I haven't even seen season 2 yet. Season 1 was great though.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
you're
know. I'm unfamiliar with that one.
Tulsa King.
Yeah.
Sly Stallone. He plays like a mobster that's kind of gets out of prison after doing 25 years, and they send him off to Tulsa to like reward him. They give him Tulsa, and he's like the king of Tulsa now. So
It's
that's what.
silly. Silly
Yeah,
on
it
both
is.
those
It's a
ones.
little silly.
I think Sober Stacker's the king of Tulsa.
Oh, he is definitely.
Like I can't see Sylvester Stallone being a mobster. I don't know.
Better not
Just
tell
not.
him that.
Yeah.
If there was a lot of people watching and you said that, that could be trouble in the morning. You might read it.
Better not knock on my door. So, Littlefoot says he wants to know where that is because he's looking for a 4 day a week job.
No,
Just
3 day a week.
Oh, 3 day a week.
find a job where it's not really that important if you're there or not, and tell them you don't want to work. You want to work less and less until you have 4 days off, and then
There you go.
we'll see what the overall effect is. I mean, there might be rice and beans involved, but I don't know. So far, so good.
Hey, as long as you like rice and beans, you're good to go.
Yeah, and plus, I could always figure out something else to do. Honestly, I could go get a job that pays a lot if I wanted to, but the extra times will be good. Regroup. I haven't had
You seem
anything.
like a smart individual. I'm sure you could get a job doing pretty much whatever you need to do.
If I have 4 days off, I can figure out this email thing. And I just got an external hard drive for the laptop. That was nice. So yeah, I'll probably make some videos, get caught up with that, and then see how comfortable I can get with that. See where it plateaus, and then if I decide to go do something, I'll do something.
There you go.
It's nice to
But
have
Always
that
good to have that option.
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I don't live too lavishly, so it's not a big deal. I can maintain the lifestyle I'm accustomed to with very little.
That's a key point. You just got to live up to your means. When people live over their means, then they gotta work 8 days a week.
Right. Yeah. Big thing is stay out of debt.
Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed the company of somebody over a cheap cup of coffee from a gas station or poured from a thermos, much more
Yeah.
than some people with $100 or a couple $100 bar tab. That's for sure.
Right.
In fact,
That's easy to do.
I think I spent $100 bar tab's nothing right now. I think I spent that much because I wasn't enjoying the company.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that'll.
You got to numb your noggin.
Yeah, yeah. Lower the IQ until you can have some fun.
Uh,
What have you guys been doing this week? Anything interesting?
I got
no,
nothing.
week just started, right? Monday. So my house, we've been fighting stomach flu. I guess it is. I don't know. Some kind of thing that wasn't kind to either one of us.
Did y'all go to a
You
new
weren't feeling
restaurant?
well on Saturday. Luckily you slept it off on Saturday a little bit.
Yep. Yep. It hit me Friday night. I slept real hard Friday night. No, I would say it wasn't anything that we ate because I got a fever with it.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah. So I don't know. I got fever and chills Friday night, slept real hard Friday night, got up Saturday morning, did the show, and went right back to bed.
Do you get
Nice.
flu shots?
Never.
No, I think I'm gonna get one.
Nah, I'm too much of a what do you call that? A conspiracy theorist.
I've gotten the flu pretty bad before. I can't imagine how it can get much worse than that.
I usually
Yeah, I
just go
think.
lick a couple door handles, at the local casino just to get some germs and do it that way.
Yeah, I've never really worried about germs.
Well, it's
Certainly.
viruses, I think.
Yeah, but whatever. Either way,
Might lower
oh,
the impact.
maybe,
I think I got like a flu shot, a COVID shot, and a tetanus shot, like all in the same week. I think that's what's wrong with me.
maybe. Yeah, maybe you got long COVID now. It's
Every
Yeah.
shot.
it's a thing.
I picked up one of these little 1/10 platinums. It's like a little smaller than the dimes. $196.
Wait, hold on. You got to hold that thing closer though.
I don't know if my phone will. I'm trying to like, is it
Oh yeah,
focusing?
it's in the dark. Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. I can get the
What
light
what
on.
is it? A Britannia or?
It's an
Eagle.
Eagle.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Real nice. Wait, how
196
much is
bucks.
that? You said 190?
196.
Okay, that's not bad. I've seen them over 200.
Yeah, yeah. Recently, I've seen a lot of them auctioned for like 220, 225, 230, roughly.
Yeah. It's funny
Just
because you could buy the Britannias all day for like 180.
yeah. For
I don't know
some
what.
reason, I think the Eagles are the best route to go.
Well, they're definitely probably more liquid. You'll get more for them when you sell them, but you're paying
I
a lot of
figure
premium.
for just this one, I think the sweet spot is actually the quarter ounce
Yeah,
because they're going for like 425. But if you try to get an ouncer, you're going to pay over 100 premium. So why not just get the quarters? They're more liquid. And
yeah.
if platinum,
What is Vermilion? Vermilion's spot plus 40? No, spot plus 80.
Yeah, but a lot of I think it was 80 the last time I
Yeah,
watched.
spot
I
plus
haven't
80.
watched many of his videos, but I think last I saw was plus 80.
Yeah,
I just
he buys them
just go
for
on
plus
eBay.
40. Yeah,
I just go right on eBay.
Just go
right.
on pure metals.
Well, the nice thing about eBay and Pure Metals is you could use, well, eBay, I think, do you get charged credit card fees on that?
On eBay, I don't know.
If you're
I don't think
selling, I
so.
think it's not as friendly. But if you're buying, there's no big deal. I mean, if anything, you get points on your credit card.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't tried the peer to peer. I do want to do that probably.
Yeah, I
Pure
like
metals,
that
you
too.
can get quarter ounce platinum graded actually for 470.
Quarter
What's
ounce
it graded?
platinum, 470.
It's MS 70.
I got
Is it
this one for.
Eagle?
Yeah.
That sounds like
I
it's
got
pretty fair.
I got this for spot when platinum was a little less than it is now.
There's not much platinum on pure metals.
Well, there's not much platinum anywhere.
True.
That's what I keep trying to tell you.
That is
It's.
true.
I mean, here's all I'm looking at is if I'm going to work and put my hard-earned filthy fiat debt notes into something. Well, I mean, it's nice to not put it in something that's a straight line up. I mean, it's never
Right.
really been a good thing. I'm not
Yep.
saying that things can't level out again and calm down again, but I mean, if I go buy a little teeny piece of gold like this right now, and I got videos where I was buying little pieces of gold, 1/10 for like 165 bucks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those times are over. That's 500 bucks now. And you can go off and get some platinum. I mean, what is it? Things come and go in style cyclically. And
Right.
what's big in the 90s? Going platinum.
Yeah. Oh, platinum and gold they're gonna be on parity again soon, I think.
Dude, I mean, you work and you want to put your cash in something. I still think silver's good. Don't get me wrong. Silver's fine. In fact, I'm going to go out and get some. I haven't gone to the coin shop since I got back from vacation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but if you
figured once
grab a
I
little
come
bit
back
of
home now.
platinum,
Hmm.
Now, would you ever trade gold or silver for platinum?
I mean, it all depends on what things are at. Right now, I'm not. I mean, I'm not trying to get rid of silver right now. I honestly don't think $48 silver is like anything to sweat. I mean, I'm not like super bullish, but I'll continue to purchase some each week. And if I
yeah,
get a decent deal on some dimes and they're not slick, then I'll pick them up. And I always go out and get a silver dollar. In fact, I'm looking at some nicer ones. Probably pick up some nicer ones soon, just for a little
yeah,
while.
man. I don't know if you heard earlier. I just got a killer deal on dimes. 27 times face, 46 dimes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good deal, right? Yeah.
27. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, somebody was saying something about 31. I think it was in the comments on this video. And
Yeah, I
31
think
sounds good to me. Right?
31
And
is real good. What is melt now? So you say silver is 48
yep.
times 0.715. 715 equals. I mean, melt's 34 and change, but you're going to be under melt now. You should be. So I think if you can get anywhere from 31 to 32, you're doing really good.
Yeah, and
So,
I think it's gonna come back up as far as the bid ask.
oh yeah,
They'll catch up. They're not going to constantly be melting things. And these are better. I mean, what are the odds that you're going to get a fake mercury dime?
Right. And
Who wants?
the fractionality of it is invaluable.
Yeah, yeah. You don't need to directly trade it for some bread in the SHTF, but you don't have to sell your 100-ounce bar. If currency's inflating every week, you don't want to sell your metals. You just want to sell just enough to get whatever you need.
Yeah, plus they pack nice and tight.
Yeah, I got some kind of strange device to pack dimes, and it's weird. It's from the 1800s. The
Oh, I
gift.
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't. I gotta mess with that.
It's like a Chinese finger trap for dimes,
Yeah, it's wild. The main reason I like it is because you look at it and you're like, what the hell is that?
right?
Why? Why? Just why? Even when you learn about what it is, you're like, why?
Just to keep you interested. Now I'm looking on PMs for sale. I don't ever see any platinum on there neither.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, eBay. I mean, the only reason I'm saying it over and over again now is because I'm feeling kind of full. Like I said, I'm going to be buying beans and rice. So if you guys want to have at the platinum now, I don't really care.
Yeah, I was looking on bullion exchanges the other day. Like I said, they had Britannias for under 180. I thought that was a pretty good deal. 110 Britannia under 180.
Yeah, that is
It's not bad, right?
Yeah, yeah.
not bad at all.
I convinced a friend to buy kookaburras for 160 online, and they bought 45 of them. The 110s. It was like an anniversary kookaburra, and I was still a little unsure about platinum. And I told them I was like, well, at least it's highly collectible and a low mintage. So if platinum does fail, well, it's still a collectible little kookaburra.
That's it.
And now you can't get those online for if a lot of places don't have them, and if you can get them, they're like at least 220.
Sweet. I picked a couple up when I was in Indiana in August for 160, I think.
Oh, did you?
I think it's going to surprise people. Honestly, I know the industrial is like a big deal. I get it, but the more I learn about platinum, the less I care about that aspect of it.
I guess now's a good time to let you guys know I got a sponsorship from Bullion Exchanges. This video is sponsored by Bullion. No, I'm just kidding.
I actually like that place.
Yeah, I do too. It's probably my favorite major bullion dealer to buy from.
you
And
can uh, you can go there too in New York.
yeah, you can. Yeah, they have a retail. I hope that little cool Sarah Silverman chick is there. You ever see her in the videos?
Sarah Silverman.
She looks like Sarah Silverman. She's like a young lady with dark hair.
Honestly, I haven't seen their videos. I've
Oh,
seen.
they got some pretty good videos. Yeah.
I know someone that likes to scour every site before they buy something, and a lot of
Yep.
times we just end up there because I think that's where they actually get the better deal. But not always. You don't want to say that, right?
No, you know what I do? I go to Best Silver Gold Deals. Louis Silver. You ever
Uh-huh.
see? You ever see him?
Mm-mm. Like,
Yeah, he's got a website, bestsilvergolddeals.com. Um, I got him in my favorites.
Listen, don't advertise the best deals, the best prices. That's dangerous.
yeah, I know. He knows why.
No,
It's like
and
some kind of lawsuit.
he's got a disclaimer in there. He's saying he's not, do your own due diligence, but he does a good job at tracking down the lowest prices, and his people will actually bring them to him. Somebody will find a deal and show it to him, and he'll put it in there.
I still
Now
think
I'm
coin
regretting.
shops.
You guys are making me think of the platinum that I picked up when I was in Indiana. Now I regret. I almost went back and bought more because I was playing on house's money anyway, and I never made it back there.
If
Yeah,
if
that's right.
gold keeps trending up, and at the very least, it'll probably drag platinum along with it. And if platinum returns to any type of historic value in comparison to gold, the old ratios, I mean, you're looking at hundreds of percents of increase.
That's right.
So
Yeah, but
so
were you this bullish when platinum was 900?
I bought other things at the time. I thought about that. I could have bought one, and I wanted
Yeah.
it, but I mean, I was buying. I think I was buying Bitcoin then,
Right.
and I was still buying gold then, and gold performed better than platinum from that point, I believe, because I think gold was like 1,700 around that time. I
Um,
might be wrong,
yeah, I'm
but
thinking platinum was 900 less than a year ago, wasn't it?
well, I mean, gold was like 1,800 a year ago, maybe a little
Yeah.
longer now, but not long ago. We've been moving pretty quick, right? Well, no, I guess gold's only up like 60% in a year. Last time I heard. I'm bad with time;
Only.
goes by so quick.
Only.
Yeah. Well, the
Greg also said
gold.
he picked up a 2 ounce of platinum last spring for 2,100. Nice.
Mm, trying to look at the
50%
one
increase.
year chart. 1 year chart on the gold platinum ratio. Yeah, it started really. It's only been about 6 months where it was $3.55. Now it's down to 2.55. So it's dropped a whole. Uh, well, not $3, 3.55 ounces down to 2.55 ounces now for the trade, platinum to gold.
Gold ratio, the platinum gold ratio.
Yeah. So it's down a whole ounce in 6 months. That's big.
Yeah. It'll only close further too, I believe.
Yeah,
Well, the thing
it
is,
used to be less
it
than zero. Less
and
than one rather.
and it flips,
Yeah.
so it goes beyond that.
Yeah. I mean, it
It
was
used to
more than
take
10 years ago, but
2.5 gold to get one platinum.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, it's in the psyche of everyone. I mean, if you walk around and just ask people on the street, what's more valuable, gold or platinum? I bet you a lot of people, if not most people, would probably say platinum.
I agree with that. And it's funny, like somebody said, I think it was Dub C that brought it up once before. Like if you look at rewards cards for most things in the area I am, of course it's casinos. But like gold is like the middle tier and like platinum is always above gold
absolutely.
in
Yes.
any like tier system. So it's funny how
And you
it's flipped.
and if you are investing, you're supposed to go towards the things that you believe in long term that are currently unloved.
Right. No, it's
I mean,
definitely a great idea to be adding a little bit of platinum right now. And those 1/10s are actually pretty cool.
yeah,
They're really cool.
I joined Fish's pouch movement, so I don't want to fill it up with 100 little pieces of gold because I don't think I can do that. So
Now
I'm gonna do the platinum.
what does he have in his? Does he got them little 2 pesos in there or something? What does he got?
A lot of dos pesos. I think
Dos
Yeah.
pesos.
he's got a couple things going. Like I think he's actually got pure gold fractionals and
Uh-huh.
uh and coin gold as well.
Any
Yeah,
grams in there
he might
or
even have. Yeah, I think they are grams.
okay.
It's all that awesome stuff that you don't want to pay the highest premium on. I guess you can
Right.
get a pretty good deal on that stuff now if you go to coin shops because the price of gold is so high.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not even looking at like when I buy stuff, I'm not actually thinking how much is this going to go up. I'm just thinking about how settled it is. Like I think platinum's also a safer play currently because I think if I don't know, I think gold could have a nice pullback. Things can get ugly. I was
Yeah.
there when things pulled back in 2013. All the fundamentals were still there. Nothing's changed, but for some reason silver drops down to what like $16 or $18 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got lower than that, I believe. So
Well,
and gold,
we were
and
coming out of
I
a
had fun.
really long recession at that point, and I think people just, the stock market was basically bottomed out after 3 years. I think
Yeah, I mean,
people were just rotating out of metals into stocks.
at the time I was drinking a lot, so you probably have a better idea of the macro environment than I do at that time.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen how things don't make sense and they still happen because of that irrationality that the market can have, regardless of what's right or wrong or logical.
Yeah.
or how solvent you are, and for you know what I mean. So I'm not saying I know what's going to happen. I've just mixed things up a bit, and uh, and giving things a shot too. I'm also taking a risk. So
No, I
Yeah. I
mean
mean,
you're doing it in a right manner. You know, you're diversified. You're not just going all in on one thing and hoping for the best. So makes
but we're
sense.
just but at this point I'm diversified, but I don't know, the platinum scene here can get a little bit uglier because I think I do want more, but I'm going to try to pace myself, and I hope it does stay around these prices for a while. That would be good for me accumulating, and it would be good for the health of the market as well.
yeah. And I think platinum's got a pretty good floor under it. It could go down a little bit, but it ain't going to go much lower than it certainly isn't going to go any lower than it was.
And there's more millionaires and billionaires than ever. It just takes a couple, not even smart people, to say, you know what, everything's at this price, that's everything's kind of up. What is this platinum thing? What's going on with that? you know
Right. Yeah.
and
It's just another opportunity. Yeah.
and and when you learn the fundamentals of it, like, or about the actual metal itself, how rare it is. And I used to think that gold was like the only thing um that didn't corrode. Like they say, gold coins at the bottom of the ocean. No one ever says if a platinum coin was at the bottom of the ocean, it would do the same thing. And
Exactly.
it would actually be more durable for fragments coming by and abrasing it. The platinum would actually hold up better than the gold.
Yeah. It's harder, right? Is it, is it, it's just, it is more durable than gold. Am I right?
Yep, doesn't corrode, and it's more durable. And you can
Yeah.
stretch it into a thin wire, apparently, too. And believe it or not, palladium actually has very similar properties to gold and platinum as well in those regards. There's there's a little bit more corrosion that can take place with palladium, but it's not much. Like the
Mm.
palladium, it's interesting because you just don't hear about these things ever.
I
Yeah. I
think
wonder
that's why,
how
like,
did silver ever get declared to be a precious metal? It's like the redheaded stepchild of precious metals.
Well,
No offense to redheads or stepchildren, by the way.
hey, hey, always
Sorry.
offending people.
I know. I'm sorry. I overspoke.
well, Ben Franklin
Really
said
good question.
if you wanted to know the value of money, go and try to borrow some. So, I mean, you can probably borrow a lot of copper pretty easily,
Yeah.
but you still have a hard time borrowing silver.
I gotta
Yeah.
check. They had some platinum at the coin shop when I was there with sulfur hoarding, but I didn't even
He's-
ask them what they wanted because I could imagine the premiums at the shops here.
Yeah. Hey,
what?
speaking of sell for Hordian, did you see Craven's new video? The one with the coin shop where we went to the
Yeah, that was really
antique.
good.
That was a really good video.
Man, I missed it. I got to keep up with these things. You guys got to release something. Let
Yeah,
people know
like
what to
share it or
watch.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like tell people that you need to watch this person and this person. These are people that are here.
Yeah, that's a
I'll
pretty good
The
watch. I'll
idea. I'll
watch
give
them.
him a share. Everybody that's in here tonight, go to Craven's channel and everybody share that video out.
I'm
Is it
gonna
And
just
drop
me?
the
Just
link
I'll
type.
do
right.
the same. You guys do the same. And we'll see if he notices in the morning.
What is the?
I'm
It's
It's
gonna put the
he.
link up here right now.
I'll put it, yeah, you're gonna drop a link for it?
It's
Yeah.
not just Craven. It's a longer title than Craven, right?
Oh, stacking with Craven. Yeah.
Stacking with Craven. Now it sounds. Yeah, I've heard. I figured it was that Craven. I did go to his channel and watch a little bit of it because I think he just subscribed to me.
He does he that was he wants us back on his podcast as well. Blue Collar. I sent him a message to see um when he wants us, but we'll go back on there.
Yeah, anytime. He's awesome. Him and Diaxis, great guys.
And then as soon as I can find Sulfur Hordian's channel, I will post him up.
I like that. I hear the Brits are prepping.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
cool.
that was
For some reason, it sounds a little scarier than when the Americans are prepping. Like
Yeah,
the
they
Brits
seem
are
way
prepping.
more level-headed than us, don't they?
And that's what makes it a little creepier because you're like, you mean that they finally snapped?
Yeah.
What does it take to get them to snap? They're so easygoing.
I guess
Kind
it's
of makes you
something to
feel
do
like
with
your
like this.
fears aren't unfounded, right?
It's something to do with like their digital currency thing that, or not digital currency, their digital ID thing that they came out with has has them a little nervous.
Yeah, but we got to be careful because we're looking at a cross section of people that are already stackers, right? So by nature, we're suspicious of the government.
Have you ever looked at the world map of all of the places that the United Kingdom has attacked and conquered?
Pretty big map, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much like the globe for a while there.
Yeah, the whole globe, about 100 countries. I
Yeah,
mean,
so I
look
mean,
look how many currencies around the world have the British monarch on them.
maybe right now they're undervalued like platinum.
Maybe.
Who knows what they'll do? But I wonder what do you do when you're oppressed and all you got's a knife? I mean, I know
That,
you can do
Dude,
it.
that is it,
well,
it's
you, ho-
crazy.
you, maybe you're securing the knowledge that the other guy only has a knife too.
There are 3D printers.
That is true.
So they said Silver Hoarding was telling me like that so many knives are like banned. You can have them if it's for like hunting or fishing, but like that's it. And if someone was to break into your house and you stab somebody with a knife you had under your pillow, you're gonna go to prison because it was premeditated. You had a knife under your pillow thinking that somebody was gonna break in.
and you
Like
can't get
their laws and shit are crazy.
and you can't get rid of them around there because the population density. I don't think there's any place to stash the corpse. You guys probably have out west. You got lots of land.
Well,
Oh
there's
yeah.
plenty. They just found, my wife told me about it and I had to look it up. There was over 300 cremated um, remains found outside of Vegas
Oh
on
yeah.
Cremate,
like
cremated.
yes.
Obviously, not cremated all the way. I guess
And I guess they're thinking it was like a business or something. Must be like a funeral home.
Oh, they were just illegally dumping.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad.
So what do you get? Like a tooth or a filling every once in a while? Like how do they know? I mean, don't they cremate them all the way?
It says
They saw
They're
like
trying to save on the gas bill,
there was a lot of people. They saw like a certain type of gray area from the Google map. They're like,
right?
hold on, that's human ash.
yeah, I don't get it. Near Searchlight, Nevada, which is about an hour south of Las Vegas. I don't know. They have committed to placing all 315 piles into a crypt at one of their cemeteries, ensuring that the individuals represented by these remains are not forgotten.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I guess
don't
it's
they didn't don't they take the ash, dump it in a box, and give it to the grieving people?
Yeah,
normally I think you should.
Oh,
you get
maybe
like
it was like John Doe's or something.
you get a brick back. I mean, I remember driving my dad's car with his gray brick in the back of it.
Yeah,
It's just a vacuum sealed brick of human dust.
yeah.
I mean, now you can have it made into diamonds and shit.
That's kind of cool. You know what I thought would be cool is to get seed phrases laser engraved on diamonds.
The
Am I too
diamond
far from the phone?
business gone downhill.
Yeah, but if you
Because
have
you can make
cryptos,
they make them now. You don't need
Yeah,
real
lab
diamonds.
grown. Yeah,
they can still tell you if it's a natural one or not.
yeah, but nobody cares. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are Vegas. You play the person, not the cards. You see a diamond that's too big for a certain character, you're like, that's not real.
Well, trust me,
Right?
I see
Yeah.
it all night long, these fools, what they're wearing and what they have. And
You don't buy the Rolex, you buy the person selling it.
Well, now they have something even below lab grown diamonds. What is it? Moissanite?
Oh,
And
that's a real stone.
it is a
They've
real
always had
stone, and
that.
it's a beautiful stone. It's a very brilliant stone, more brilliant than diamonds.
It's just
But
not as durable.
it's kind of like fool's diamonds in a way.
Oh, I got a stone, I think. I got it. I don't know if I should. Have you seen the emerald?
I
No,
think I did see that. I think I did see that.
I'm gonna pump you up. Go ahead, show it. It's got a Leatherman in there. Oh yeah,
Two
nice.
point 2.55 carats. I got it for like $1,300.
Where'd you get that?
From
eBay?
a woman in Maryland. And I was
Oh.
actually hunting. I was hunting down this particular type of emerald. This is what I wanted, and it was odd that the opportunity just showed up. And I
And
had it. I had a jeweler down there nearby to give me kind of like information support. And then I took it to him, took it out of her ring, and made her the offer and everything before I took it out of the ring. And then I went back and forth. But yeah, I got a good deal on it.
so
Hooked
what are
up
you
the
gonna
people.
do with it?
Well, I figure a lot of goodies nowadays, so nobody wants to rip mountains apart and poison all the villages around them. So they're probably not going to have as many of these because that's
Oh,
what you got
okay.
to
So you're
do.
just speculating on it.
Yeah, yeah, and I figure after I reach a certain goal, I'll just throw it into a cocktail ring or something. Confuse some
I'd make a
people at a
big
card
nose
game.
ring out of it.
A big nose ring, the
Yeah,
one
big
that
a big green nose ring.
the one
People
that
think
goes in
it's
the
a
middle,
booger.
goes in the middle of the nose, like that bull ring right there.
Yeah.
Septum,
Oh,
or
it's
whatever it's
so
called.
nasty, those bull rings. Sorry
Silver
if
Serpent
anybody
said
has
he
a bull ring. Sorry.
Silver Serpent said he shared out snacking with Craven's pain with Guinea videos.
Oh yeah. That was the coin shop one, right?
Yeah,
He
that
tried
was
to
a real
pay
good
with
video.
Ian Atterbury's 1,000 guineas.
Yeah,
That
which is
sounds like
funny
a.
because Guinea is a slang term for an Italian, is it not?
It is, but
See,
there's
as he
other
said that,
other
I was
kind
like,
of guinea.
how many parking meter heads have been knocked off in that area? That was
Yeah,
Donnie
what?
Brasco, by
Donnie
the way.
Brasco. You're right. That's right. Okay, man. Thank you for. It was killing me. I couldn't figure it out.
Put
That's a
that
good
in chat,
movie.
but I didn't get a chance to post it up.
Is that the part where he's like cutting the heads off, and Al Pacino's like, "I got cancer of the prick."
Yeah,
Is that the
yeah.
part? What do you mean you got cancer of the prick? I got cancer of the prick.
I don't think he told him why they were cutting heads off. I think they were throwing up and stuff when they were
Oh,
cutting heads off.
oh, you're talking about when they were chopping up the body
They were chopping up multiple bodies in a basement.
in a basement. Yes. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, you can see a lot of things in the movie. You probably can't see the smell. Ugh.
That was a great movie, though.
You see any good movies lately? Newer movies? Do
Uh,
they exist?
yeah, I, too many superhero movies. I avoid them like the plague.
Dude, I've watched Sling Blade like 2 nights in a row to fall asleep.
Uh-huh.
That movie. Now I gotta go
Dude,
look that up on Netflix. Was it on Netflix? Probably not.
What's
I
that?
got one of those
Sling Blade?
fires. You get a hacked fire stick from anybody, they do that. You can watch anything you want. Is that bad?
Yeah, that's what I gotta do. A guy at work his brother does them. I gotta figure it out.
Yeah,
I
my
mean,
son got me hooked up with Plex, Plex, and they got everything. I think it's like a Russian site or something.
I feel kind of bad about it, but you know what? It's real American to steal cable.
Exactly.
My brother,
That's
I don't
my
think I
brother and
ever
I,
paid for a satellite dish ever.
my brother and I he had a friend that was in cable. He went up the pole and hooked the cable up for free. It was like that for probably 2 decades, and then one day he said they came knocking on his door, and they're like, "Hey, you're not supposed to have cable, but it's hooked up out there. You owe us." I don't remember how many thousands they tried to say. He's like, "Get out of here."
Did you ever see that episode of Trailer Park Boys when they get busted with the bootleg cable?
Uh-uh.
It's almost identical to what you just said. I think it's like the first episode they ever did. It was so goddamn funny.
He's like, "I didn't know I had it. I didn't do it. What do you want me to do? Prove that I did it. You guys never unhooked it."
There you go.
yeah. One day it just came on, and we didn't know why, but we didn't complain because it was free cable.
I'd be
Yeah.
like, "I don't even have a TV. I don't know what you're talking about."
Yep. My neighbor does that when they shut his water off. You know, if he doesn't pay his water bill, he just goes out with his freaking pliers and opens it back up. And when they come to turn it back on like 2 weeks later when he pays the bill, he just goes out there and shuts it again.
I knew somebody that didn't pay their water bill. I heard stories about the smell.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, because that's how you flush.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. They got far down a path drinking. Ugh.
oof. That's rough.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it's some of these people, they're fun. They're barroom heroes early on, but the stories just get more and more gradually tragic if you don't
And
put an end
and
to it.
grotesque.
Yeah, yeah. The party when the party's over, you got to stop.
Yeah.
But you can keep going, I guess, and going and going. I got this
So what are your
dime. Did you
plans
see
this
that?
week? You got any hitting the coin shop this week, you said?
I'm probably gonna go tomorrow.
Nice. You looking forward
Have
to that video of the new silver dollar you pick up? Are you looking for graded or are you looking for just a little bit more
Oh,
nicer?
the silver dollars I'm looking at. I don't want to ruin the surprise. It's gonna be pretty nice.
Okay. Fair
Plus, I
enough.
don't want it. Plus, I don't want anybody bidding against me. I think it might be a little niche. I'm hooked on eBay auctions.
Are you really? I haven't I think the only piece I got from eBay was the Binion Horde piece I had gotten because I couldn't find it anywhere else.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't buy. I mean, I can't even say I wouldn't buy silver buffaloes on eBay. I mean, I know how to test everything. You're allowed to return everything, and
Yeah, they
and if
guarantee everything. Yeah.
if you look for somebody that has like several sales, like in the hundreds or whatever, if you want to, the higher they have for sales with you look at 100% success rate or 98% success rate, you're gonna probably be all right.
Yeah,
I
it's all
mean,
about the feedback, yeah.
and then you test the stuff. I mean, you have to test that. You should test everything anyway. And if you're stacking and you don't have a means to test anything, like you can go by the coin shop and just ask them to use their Sigma or something. They won't let you. Then you should find another shop.
Yeah,
I mean, I
exactly.
understand if you got 50 or 100 pieces, I get it. But like if you're just testing a couple things, they should be happy to help you out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. FG says he got a lot of his world coins from eBay and he's only had one fake show up. That's good.
Mm. FG, do you get a lot of coins just sent to you, like donated by the, subscribers, I guess? I thought I heard that. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
because he's got them from he's trying to do the world collection, all the silver.
Oh, from all around the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got I think what are you down to? He's only got 4 countries left.
I
North
think
Macedonia. I know that was one of them. Damn if I know the rest. I
there's
don't.
196 countries, I think, and 195 if you don't recognize Taiwan.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine Algeria has a great silver coin.
Well, they might have
He's
at
got a
one
couple
time.
sent to him.
There's probably some kind of empire there. I guess it depends on what era you're collecting. But I
So FG,
love.
how many do you have now? How many different countries?
Well, how many do you have left? It'll probably be easier, right? I think he's
Yeah.
got 4 countries that he hasn't hit yet. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I heard him say last night.
I was gonna say if I would have had the patience, I would have listened last night, but they were driving me nuts.
Oh, the audio was pretty bad for a little while. But I think everybody kind of stuck it out. They had about 18, 19 people through it.
It's
At
late
some
stream
point,
too, so that's good.
yeah, it wasn't bad. It was late stream.
It
What
wasn't
stream was
terrible.
it?
It's called the
What was it
Metal
called?
Mob Sunday night at
Metal
midnight
Mob.
Eastern. Yeah, midnight Eastern is tough because I was up to like 2:30 last night. That ain't
Well, that's
good.
You're
funny because it's almost midnight Eastern right now.
Yeah, but we're not just getting started, right?
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh gosh, so you guys are 3 hours different from East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I am East Coast.
Oh, you
He's
are.
Yeah, I'm East Coast. I'm in Florida.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm
That would
the West
that would ex-
Coaster.
that would explain why you so readily jump on cruise ships.
Yeah,
Yes.
it makes it very simple. Yeah, I don't have
Yeah,
to fly.
yeah. Why'd you go on so many cruises? You're like, well, there's the boat right there. Why not?
Yeah, like I'm a stacker of opportunity. I'm a vacationer of opportunity.
I was thinking about something else too. Regardless, you have some food, you have some drinks. You're probably not cleaning anything up all week either.
Not at all. Nope.
And
Yep.
My sister
Wait
was
a
telling me about a cruise where the toilets all backed up, and they thought everybody was miserable. And to pacify them, they thought it'd be a good idea to give them free alcohol.
minute.
Did you hear about that? People were
Oh,
stuck out in the water.
are you talking about the poop cruise? Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah, oh, it's real. Yeah, that was on Netflix. If you go on Netflix and search
Uh huh.
poop cruise, just poop cruise, and yeah, it was disgusting. They were out
Saw
there
it
for
pop
like
up on
5
Netflix, and
days
I
with
thought
no
of you. I
toilet
didn't
paper.
watch it, but I thought of you.
Oh yeah, don't think of me.
He's like,
I would
he's
have
got his
dove overboard.
he's got his meal in front of him. He's like, all right, now it's time to find something to watch.
Right.
I don't think I'll watch that.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're gonna
they
see
should have
that one
just
tonight.
stopped feeding them. That might have helped. That'll cut down on the poop at least.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't.
pretty brutal.
My wife gets seasick. I told you that. So cruises are out of the options for us.
I'll tell you, dude. Last cruise I was on, I'm not saying I've never felt the waves, but last cruise I was on, it was like being on being in a hotel. You couldn't even tell a difference.
That's
Oh, I
what I was
agree.
just getting ready to say. Why don't you just stay at a any type of rinky-dink hotel? I mean, even if the breakfast isn't that great, it's ready at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Coffee's on. You know, they clean your room. Climate's
Yep.
good.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if it's down the street.
Yeah, you could do that, but I get the cruises for free basically because my wife is an addictive compulsive gambler. No, she's not.
That's true.
She actually is a good gambler. She's a very disciplined gambler. And as a result, we get free cruises. So they
No,
comp the cruise and we don't have to pay for flights, so it's a no-brainer.
I think your wife is more frugal than you are.
Way more frugal than me.
I
And I'm
couldn't
pretty
see your wife
frugal.
gambling. I don't know.
No, but she gambles like 20 bucks at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But she walks away with a little bit of money or she loses a little bit of money. She never walks away losing like 3 grand like me. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
used to I used to just go to the bar in the casino while my friends were gambling and just start drinking. And they would.
Yeah, that's a
This was
thing.
like 15 years ago, and they're charging me like $12 for a vodka drink, and I'm like, man, I need to
Now,
gamble and try to get some of this bar tab back.
I was gonna say if you just sit in front of the slot machine and just play real slow, you get free drinks.
I
It's
know, but I
only in
see.
Vegas though.
Well, they
What's
do
that?
that in New Jersey.
Yeah, they do that every casino and on the ships they do that.
Yeah, they give you some kind of version of a drink, though. It's
Not in the Midwest, they don't.
Well, I what I do is if I really want to drink when I'm gambling, I order Long Island iced tea. No way to make that weak.
You'd be
Or
surprised.
you could just order a beer,
They have machines now.
they just give you
a metered drink.
Yep. The waitresses
Oh,
go back there, they push a button, put the cup under there, push a button, and that's the drink you get.
not
yeah.
it's not alcoholic. They just put a dab of fentanyl in it.
Probably. When I was back home, I was at the casino. I think I ordered a Corona, and I want to say it was like $6.
That's not bad.
Bullshit.
No, $6 is not bad for for a Corona in a bar in a casino.
No, I was at the table.
Oh no, you should get that for free.
You don't. Not that for the most part, as far as I ever knew, unless things have changed, Vegas was the only place you'd be able to get drinks comped. Maybe
Oh, you're
Atlantic
talking
City
about like when you were back. You say home. I thought you meant Vegas. You're talking about Indiana.
in Indiana. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I got you.
I should have said Indiana. Yeah, I don't know why I still call that home. It's still home to me. I don't know.
Well, look, if you have a player's card and yeah, you should be able to get free drinks, man. I don't know. I don't know of a casino that doesn't give free drinks. They want you to get shit faced.
It's not about the casino. It's about the laws.
Oh, maybe that's it too. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
you
and then
remember?
the casino too, because that casino, when I worked at that casino, many years ago, that was like their highest revenue casino, and it was only because they could charge for alcohol. They made so much money on alcohol. The gambling was just secondary.
Yeah, but I'm surprised that gamblers even go there if they want to. Well, not every gambler drinks though.
I mean,
A lot
people
of
leave a
times
bar, go
people,
there, drink, whatever.
yeah, a lot of times people, they gamble because they want to drink for free.
That's what I do it out here.
Do you
Yeah,
remember when you were talking to Dub C about the future of currencies and he's saying it was going to be digital? And
yeah,
then I was thinking of the casino as a metaphor then. Like it doesn't really matter what we have, even if it is digital. Like he said, the Chinese buy a lot of gold and they use digital currencies. I was like, it's just like a casino, you have your cash, but you use chips while you're in there, and then you use your cash again. So basically, any asset you have is just a placeholder.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
and
saw
so it
you put
doesn't,
that.
yeah, it doesn't really matter. You have cash, but you still use like a card sometimes when you buy something, which represents the cash. So you can have your gold, your Pokemon card, your comics or diamonds, and and if you need to turn it into cash, you turn it into cash. In fact, almost every commodity could probably be tokenized and
Hmm.
probably will and likely will be.
Yeah, it's basically just a medium of exchange.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is like I think everybody's kind of right when you guys were talking there.
Yeah. Well, none of us really know what's going to happen. I mean, eventually something's going to happen. Something has to break. 38 trillion in debt, 130% debt to GDP.
I don't
You know,
I don't immediately resign. I don't immediately resign to China being like this beacon of the free world. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm not because I mean I haven't been there. I can't really be a judge of it, but I'm not so quick to just feel like, everybody's doing it. We're going to do it too. It's kind of like those people that say Europe's so great and the United States needs to catch up with them. I'm not a fan of that.
yeah, yeah,
Like, I mean, we got our ways we do things. They got their ways of doing things, and they evolve in different ways. Hopefully, I don't think we're all going in the same direction. Maybe we are.
The digital currency thing though, I mean, we're basically in it already anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
use
was
a debit card for everything nowadays. Debit card, credit card. I mean, you don't buy gas with cash.
even tolls. I don't know. I don't know what I'm paying anymore for tolls.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
You got
easy
a
pass.
transponder in your car, and
Yeah, just riding through. You're like, I don't know. It comes out of my card some way. Could be charging
right.
me 5. Could be charging me 10 now.
Yeah, I was saying the other day I hadn't been to the car wash in like 3 months, and I looked at my credit card bill, and I was like, "Holy shit! I've been paying for the car wash for the last like year. It's
You
on a
gotta
subscription.
be careful with those
It's
subscriptions.
a monthly deal. Yeah,
Everything's a freaking subscription now too. Like you can't buy a computer program. You got to pay for a subscription. You can't.
You
Everything's a
know,
subscription.
you know who started this? The people that did the printers. You think you're getting a good deal for the printer until it's time to get more ink.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Such a
Yeah,
great
they give you the
business
printer for
model.
free, but the ink costs you like an arm and a leg.
Yeah, that's why I think like cell phones will probably just be free, and but you won't be able to delete the Facebook app on it or whatever or
Yeah.
No,
whatever
it'll go
new
back to
whatever.
where you pay by the minute. Remember, like when cell phones first came out, I remember having to go to the pawn shop and put minutes on my cell phone.
Yeah. Well, I remember when my brother got shit, man. He had the first cell phone in our crowd, and it was like I'm gonna say 19, maybe 89,
Oh,
88,
see,
maybe.
suitcase
And
phone.
yeah, it was a Motorola that had this big box that mounted underneath your seat,
Yeah.
and antenna on the roof, and had a cord
Yeah.
on it, and the bill was $1,300 a month.
Back then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a lot of money in late '80s.
Yeah, back then. You either had to be a doctor or a drug dealer or a lawyer.
Yeah, he was all three.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
or all the above.
hey, he can write you. He can write you the prescription, and he can probably represent himself.
Well, if you got arrested while he was writing you the prescription, he could represent you. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, like my brother says, he says he had a pager and a cell phone. Yeah, that was the thing back then. You had to have a pager and a cell phone.
Yep.
You
Well, we
page
used to
me and
have
then I'll call you
pagers and
back.
then have to drive to a payphone. Remember payphones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. making
What
those
a drag.
calls on the payphone.
Yep. We would get paged and it'd be like 911. Shit. Or
When I
drive like
first
10
moved out
minutes
here
to a
to
payphone.
when I first moved to Vegas, I missed a payment on my cell phone and they turned it off. And I was trying to find a payphone to call them to hook my phone back up at the time. And I'm like, where the hell's a payphone?
Right?
Ah,
The good old days, right?
God, things
Ah,
change.
things will get better.
Richard Meza says he thinks he lost money today at a bullion dealer. Why is that?
Yeah,
How can
what
you lose
happened?
money? Rip
They
you off?
promised they promised him that they were the lowest price.
Oh shit! I wonder.
Yeah.
I meant to ask Dub C about that. What he thought would happen with that whole thing.
You know what the main risk is? It's probably not the actual civil lawsuit itself. Like it probably won't cost much to take care of like whatever damages they think they had, you know? Because I can't imagine the differences in price would be that much at the time.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
what's dangerous is if it causes people to get doxxed.
Yeah, it's going to be damage to reputation. You're going to find out all those guys' real names, their addresses, because it's going to be in a lawsuit. And
Yeah, so
that's all public info.
They'll settle it out before it gets to that point.
that could actually become the future way of doxing stackers. It's
That's a
just a
good
bunch of
point. Yeah.
lawsuits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever, if that happens to me, I'll just turn all this into digital currency.
There you go.
I was thinking about that when they raided Saddam's palace because I knew some people were talking about the plane. One of the planes was too heavy because they weigh them or
Too
something
much
when they take
gold.
off. Yeah, yeah. From but anyway, I was thinking to myself, what if Saddam was a Bitcoiner instead of a gold hodler? You know, like all you get to is they have intel about his palace, and all it is just like a flat screen TV and a nice couch.
Some milk
They're like,
crate.
Yeah. And a thumb drive.
a milk crate next to it to put his phone charger on.
Yeah.
They're
They're like,
His
we're not,
PS4.
we're not raiding that place.
like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this?
I'm actually thinking one day Bitcoin and gold will come to like an equilibrium. So if you want to leave the country with your gold, you just sell your gold for Bitcoin, fly to the next country, and then buy gold with your Bitcoin when you get there.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
If
Same issue. Okay, so because let's just say they started playing games with me after my purchase. Okay, interesting. Same
Wait,
issue
continue.
with my order. They needed a number from my account. I sent it to them to the promised to send confirmation email and they never did. Never used them before. Did I make a mistake, I wonder?
All right, let's name names. What dealer is it?
What? I'm still confused. I think I
I
lost
think
money
I
today
think
at a
he
bullion dealer.
I think he probably tried to buy some gold or silver online at one of the bigger bullion dealers, and maybe they just haven't completed the paperwork and sent him the confirmation yet. Did they charge your card?
Reluctant to mention their name.
No, just name it. We don't care. Nobody listens to this show.
We only got 19. We only got
Oh, we got
16 people
19
in here.
people, and 3 of them are us.
Yeah, I was gonna say we only got 16 people in here.
4 of
um,
them if you count you.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, I sent the promise to send the confirmation email, and they never did. Never used them before. Did I make? Hmm.
Oh, Defy the Grid. No, they're legit. Defy the Grid
yeah,
is legit.
If it's Defy the Grid. I used them before.
Yeah, they're legit.
Yeah, I've used them before, and they sent it right over. Like it was quicker than any other place I bought online. So, oh, you had
Yeah,
words with
I
them on the
wouldn't worry
phone?
about
Well, I
it.
don't know.
Maybe check your spam folder. Maybe you got your confirmation and it went to your spam folder.
He said he had words with them on the phone. Yeah, they might have lost your order. I don't know.
Humble. What's up,
That's
Humble?
tough. That's tough when you go yelling at them on the phone. I don't know.
Yeah, but even
ST
that,
finally
it's
sent
like
my
it's a
5-ounce
corporation.
bar after 2 weeks.
It's not like you yelling at like, you know, the bookie down the block. You afraid
Guy's
he's gonna
probably,
come break your legs or something,
who do you think's on the other end of the phone? It's some guy sitting next to gold bars. He's like, I don't need to hear you talk to me like this.
right?
But
He's like sitting
Oh,
inside
you
of Fort
wanted your
Knox.
gold, eh?
yeah,
Yeah, see? We'll see if you get your gold. Yeah, see?
I just lost your order. Now I don't know what happened.
I'll have your legs broken.
The bullion dealers, that would be hilarious. It was like that.
Silver Serpent said he was looking at to pre-order the Arizona Goldbacks.
Richard, you're good. They'll check your spam folder. They probably sent it to you and it went to spam if you never dealt with them before.
I mean, prices
I
aren't
think
going up, are they? Right now, prices are kind of teetering downward a little bit. So, I mean, I can't imagine if the sale gets delayed that he's going to lose out. He probably might even gain.
Yeah, you'll be all right. They'll send it to you. I wouldn't worry. I bought from them before too.
Oh, that's right. Today's the 3rd. We could have placed our Arizona order today. Is it? That's right. Holy shit. Yeah, now I can use the photos. I
Are
should
you
have.
going to? I want to order some half goldbacks.
Yeah, some Arizonas.
Hey, why not? I like Arizona.
Let me know how many you want.
Blue Collar is the man to ask for that.
Oh, don't you just order them online or like?
I get them from Goldback.
Oh, you actually get them from Goldback.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a distributor of sorts.
Oh, you could probably help me out because I was yelling at the guy on the phone and he was like, I don't need to take this from you. Sitting in a room full of
Yeah,
Goldbacks.
he's got a big stack of Goldbacks, big cigar. He's like, yeah, see, I'll see if you'll see if you get your Goldbacks now.
He got my address. He just angrily counts out a bunch of them and shoves them into
Yeah.
my hand. Go take care of him.
Yeah, see, I know where you live.
Putting out a cigar on the Goldback. Here you
I
go.
got your debit card number.
I like Goldbacks.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty cool.
I use them as gifts, but I mean, if somebody had, if I see somebody and they've got Goldbacks and they want something of mine, they want to give me Goldbacks, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
I'd be
That's
like,
how I got this big stack of Goldbacks right here. Somebody wanted something of mine and I traded them for him.
Yep.
yeah, and the premium is justified. I mean, that's what happens with fractional gold.
And I still have the stuff I need to send out to him.
Yep. Yeah, see? I got your aliens.
I got your basket full of aliens right here, pal.
Oh, you think you're gonna get them now, huh? You already paid
Hey,
me.
you got. By the way, Blue Collar, you got to let me know how many damn Goldback holders I owe you.
I don't know, dude. I gotta look it up.
I'll send you like 30 more of the one size, and then I'll do the. I still owe you 50 of the other side, along with your aliens.
I trust
You,
you.
there's a market for those probably on eBay. I mean, what? It doesn't cost much to ship one.
No. No, I put them on Pure Metals and whatnot. And we sell them.
Anybody, any type of news? Like, is there any hiccups with fakers out there doing something yet or anything?
Any kind of what? I'm
Goldback?
sorry.
Yeah, is anybody trying to like counterfeit Goldbacks yet or anything?
Oh,
No,
never. I
I
haven't
haven't
heard
heard
of
any.
anything like that.
They claim there hasn't been one case of counterfeit yet.
Well, I mean, if you got one, how would you even know? I mean, you can put a stack of them on a Sigma, I think, right? Like 50 of them.
Yeah, there's
There's
like a
somewhere there where you can test on them. I don't know. The one guy we had on, he said you can test them somehow.
yeah. We've put them on this XRF at my coin shop, and they test
Is,
out.
is that an X-ray machine?
Yeah, the X-ray fluorescent, some XRF, whatever,
Big ass
I think
gun type thing.
whatever
I think
XRF means.
you can tell lab from real diamonds with those too, I believe.
Yeah, you
Probably.
can.
Yeah.
I believe you can, and like, but you can shoot like a coin, and it'll tell you exactly what's in it to like the hundredth of a
Oh,
percent.
nice. That machine's expensive, right?
Yeah, like around 25 grand. I think he paid for it.
Silver
And that's
Serpent says there was no alien hiding inside his Goldback holder he got in his whatnot auction.
Wait, who said that?
Silver Serpent?
Was I supposed to send you an alien? Did I not? Oops. Did I? I don't remember.
What is Whatnot, like an app?
Yeah, Whatnot is an like it's a live auction website, basically app.
They have a lot of auctions on there. Probably like more. I've seen them start doing that on eBay, and I started watching them, and it is addictive to watch. I haven't started bidding yet.
It's addictive to bid too. Be careful.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, there's was there some people selling coins on eBay? It's like cowboy dealers. He always has girls, and there's like fans blowing in their hair, and they're selling Morgan dollars.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah, Mr.
hilarious.
Happy Stacker 69 says in Vegas the goldback machines never work. That is very true. Actually,
That
no.
is,
I my first goldback purchase I bought was from a goldback ATM machine, and it was highly premiumed and not worth the premiums.
it's good for a video though.
I did it. I
Well,
did a video on it, and I think it probably got 20 views. I don't know.
what, what would you rather have, a 50 go back or 51s?
51s I would rather have.
But I mean, what if somebody buys something from you and they give you a 50 go back and you don't want to give them their change because you don't want to have just one note?
You can
They're
actually
fungible.
convert it.
You can either send it in or take it into a local office, or any distributor will switch it out for you, free of charge.
It is pretty awesome. I just
Yeah,
that that could do well in that Max scenario.
yeah. I've heard people say like, "Oh, but you're paying 100% premium. You're only getting half the gold for the amount of fiat you're putting up." But I mean, what was the
You're
fiat
paying
worth?
you're paying for the fungibility too. I mean, it's
Yeah,
fractional. So what's the exchange rate Merc dime to go back right now?
uh,
See, that's
that's
the
a good.
future.
You could probably get. It's probably 1 to 1 for a
We
half.
should we should start keeping. Oh, for the halves, yeah, the halves are
Yeah,
the new way to go.
a half gold back is probably you get for one
Because
Merc
I was
dime.
thinking about two Merc dimes probably for a gold back.
Right around
So
there. Yeah.
for
It says
half.
the daily exchange rate is $8 for one goldback right now.
Yeah, it's 8 flat, yeah.
Oh wow,
So
so
it's a
three.
little bit more than two Mercs.
Yeah, that'll be the future. We got to watch that ratio.
The
The
Merc
Merc to
dime to
gold back
goldback
ratio.
ratio. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just looked. My goldback ATM video had 109 views.
I was just thinking.
Oh, did it?
Stunner.
Do you know how to find Dub C during the apocalypse?
Dub C is not to be found.
Yeah, but all you have to do is go to the area where people are spending shiny silver dimes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he
He's
has
been
them. That's
buying.
for sure.
They're like, somebody's been buying bread with shiny silver dimes.
These BU silver dimes.
Yeah, if you see some bread salesman walking around with a big silver chalice, you know Dub is close by. He
Oh, he has
traded
them.
his sterling silver Jesus cup.
Does he
So
got? Does he have a cup?
Oh
the
yeah, he's
first
got
time
several.
the first time we had him on the live stream, we're like, okay, we're gonna have a beer with you, Dubsy. And he breaks out this like chalice that was at the Last Supper. Like
It's like a
this is
$2,000 mug.
he's like, this is from like I don't know whatever year he said it was like
This is from like 1762, made by
EU.
Benjamin Franklin. It was made by Paul Revere.
He has some amazing stuff. That's not the first one he's shown like that neither. I
No,
think he said he had like a couple of those.
Dub's got some cool stuff.
It
He's to
makes
be
sense to
envied.
have a silver cup.
He probably has a gold one too. Who knows?
Maybe. He's got, how big is that gold chain? What is it? 7 ounces of gold?
He walks around with whenever he like goes out or whatever, it's like 30,000 worth of gold around his neck.
Yeah. FG, just let me know what you need, brother.
A Dub C wears a chain like that. He doesn't sound like a chain wearer. Is he doesn't own a pawn shop or something?
Nobody knows what he does.
No,
I just joke around about him owning a pawn shop.
Sitting in the back of his collectible store. What was that? Remember Friday the 13th, the series?
I
yeah,
didn't see the
I don't
series.
know. We've all speculated he's CIA, The professor, we call him. What else? Pawn shop owner, coin shop owner. Maybe
Yeah,
he's
nobody
all of them.
knows what he does. A banker? I don't know.
He probably hangs drywall. He's like a drywall guy or something. He's humping sheets.
Point sense and nonsense. What's up? Good to see you, pal. Ain't seen
Hey,
you in a
what's
while.
up? What's up? What's up?
Irritates the other drywall people by having sophisticated conversations while they're working.
Well, that's
They're
why,
just,
we were thinking professor because he's long winded. He knows a lot of he's got information out the ass, knowledge out the ass.
Knowledge out
As
the ass.
Emperor Wang said.
he's articulate.
He's
Very.
articulate. Yeah. So who knows?
He's a
It's
man of
hard to
means.
it's hard to tell these days. I mean, everybody's got a phone. It's like some people really utilize their phone, and they do it from positions like occupational positions that weren't like that before. You can work in a warehouse and keep your earbuds in, listen
Right.
to
Yeah.
books, and you can
You
listen
know,
to your phone and become dumber. Really, if you listen to the other stuff.
It does. Phones have made people more dumb. That's for sure.
It's a double-edged sword. I think it exaggerates one or the other.
Smartphones have made people dumb.
I
Blue
know
collar,
people
you're gonna have
complain
some.
about it, but try and do without it for a half hour. You'd go nuts.
I will go nuts. If my phone's not charging, I gotta use the restroom, a number two, forget about it. I might wait for my phone to charge.
Yeah. You got hemorrhoids because you gotta go wait for your phone to charge up.
Like, oh, I gotta wait. Hold on. It's at
Oh,
3%.
I've been packing for 3 hours. This thing charges so slow.
Need a charger in the restroom if that's the case.
That
Yeah.
too, yeah.
See, we're giving away the pay-per-view show for free right now.
This the members only show.
Yeah, yeah.
Members only
You
show.
need to. If you heard all that foul conversation, you owe us money. It's for
Yeah.
members, kind of like the free cable.
Hey, you were supposed to pay for this service. Pay up.
Are you gonna
Blue
get
collar, your email's
members?
gonna blow up for Goldback orders tonight.
It seems so. Hey, my email is in the channel description. Hey, my Pure Metals link is in there, but I
There you
don't
go.
have
Yeah.
Arizona's up there yet because we won't be able to sell them till the 18th. But we will be ordering them probably tomorrow. But we're going to order plenty of them. Don't worry about it. But if
Well, you can
anybody
order
wants
them
them,
right now. Get on your little phone and order a pile of them.
nah, that's
You,
okay.
you get a lot of people on your whatnot.
I sell more on Pure Metals.
Or on Pure Metals if it's the same thing. Because I've heard of people going into coin shops and just emptying out some coin shops inventory like pretty quick.
Yes, I've seen that. I mean,
Yeah,
My local coin shop when Sulfur Horty and I went, he said that somebody came in the week prior and bought out most of their silver.
yeah,
apparently they can go in there live. I don't know what kind of deal they make with the coin shop, but I mean, you could probably make a deal to liquidate someone else's things for a cut, like right from their shop after it
yeah,
closes or something. If they're cool with you like that. I mean, I know what was it? The guy in Tracks, New York. He got started by taking pictures of people's jewelry in their stores and selling it online, like to people, then going in and
right,
buying it and
right,
selling
and then
it.
go back and buy it.
Yeah, so I mean, like maybe owning the inventory is going to hinder you. You know, you find somebody that has a store. You're like, hey, what if I told you I could sell almost everything off your shelves tonight? You
Right.
know, what would
Yeah.
what would that be worth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a thing. Yeah, for sure.
The thought had crossed my mind because I was in a coin shop, just like he said, Vegas Doctor said, um, and yeah, I heard a similar story. Like people coming in buying all their just odd things, like all their paper notes and stuff, and selling them for ridiculous money real quick.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, I sort of felt bad because I wanted Sulfur Hortian to see a cool coin shop. And then I get there and it's like the case is like a quarter of what it normally is. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what the hell? I'm like, I felt like I needed him to take him to a different coin shop, but I just didn't have time. He didn't have time either, really.
So you're literally on the strip of Vegas.
Um,
or in that area? You can be there pretty quick.
yeah, I'm probably 10 minutes away.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There's no place in Vegas where you're not. I mean, it's easy to get around. The freeways, traffic can be crazy sometimes, but pretty much anywhere around, like,
Well,
you
I
can
mean,
pretty much
like
get to the strip within a half hour if you live
because
anywhere around Vegas.
well, out that way, I heard like out west, like where the Mormons built everything or whatever. Like, it's just a perfect grid of roads. Like in the east, like I guess they turn dirt trails into roads, so there's a lot of zigzags and squiggles and things that don't make sense. And I guess out west, they're like, all right, we're just going to do a grid, you know, and it's easy. I mean, I don't know. Have you driven around DC? It's the city's in the shape of a wagon wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine
Yeah, I've
that.
never been to DC, but yeah, with the way they build stuff out here, yeah, it's pretty much um, your main roads are all parallel to each other, or east, west, north, south. The highway runs along everything else, and then everything's around it. So it's pretty
Blue
easy to get
collar.
around. Traffic can suck from time to time, but without traffic, it's easy to get around.
So blue collar, are you from the Northeast, but you just retired down there, ish?
No, I didn't retire. I moved down here in my 30s. I basically grew up in the Northeast, Long Island, New York.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, when I hear you, I don't think Vegas or Florida. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Long Island,
okay.
New York, and then I moved down here in my late 30s, I guess, and raised my kids here. And now my kids are all grown, and it's just me and the wife. And two of my kids still live here, but they do their own thing.
Yeah, you were naming stuff like your dad gave you the Eisenhower dollar in 1973, and you still kept it. I'm like, he doesn't sound that old.
Yeah, I'll be 60 in December.
Maybe I'm old too, so maybe that's why I don't realize anything. You know.
It's hard to gauge really how old somebody is by their voice because a lot of people say I don't sound like I'm 60, but
Yeah, but
maybe that's
we're
because
also
I'm 17 on the inside.
but we're also older in comparison to each other. We probably don't see what's going on. We're in the bubble. Like 14-year-olds are like, that's old men, you know?
Well, yeah, technically we are old. Well, I don't know about you, but I am old technically. Once you
Yeah.
hit 60, you're definitely in the fourth quarter.
Old is a mindset.
It
Well, I
is.
think when you hit your late 30s, like 40 really is when you become young old. You're like the young of the old people.
Right.
It's like you're in your early 20s again. It's just that time where you're just not really respected, but you're capable.
Yeah. Yeah, 30s are like a transitional decade.
Yeah, I found myself at tables with a bunch of people that are retired. I'm like, we don't have much in common. I'm still trying to get stuff.
Right.
But
Like, hold
I
on, wait.
they don't want to hustle or do anything. They just want to snack, you know.
Like,
Serpent says
I
he'll be
don't blame them.
36 in 3 weeks.
Who's gonna be 36?
Silver Serpents.
young and
Yeah, he's a youngin'. Yep.
Probably
That's
doesn't feel
cool.
like it. Probably doesn't feel like it to you.
well, I thought it was funny when you thought Nash was older than he is.
Yeah, well, that beard throws everybody off. I figured he
Yeah,
was at least like 35. Plus, he's like more of a mature businessman type guy, you
yeah,
know. But what is he like 26 or something?
yeah. He was like early to mid 20s, mid
Yeah,
20s.
young dude, 25 or
Yeah,
26.
good for him.
Yeah, God bless him.
If
He's
Pure
got a good
Metals takes
future.
off, Pure Metals takes off, he'll be retired by 30.
He's got a really good future ahead of him,
Yes, he does.
I'd love to have that healing factor back.
right?
Yeah,
Go out and do some damage with that.
Oh yeah. No, but listen, if you could take your brain and put it in your 21-year-old body, you could take over the world.
shit.
I mean, I don't
He'll be
think you really
retired
want
in
to.
10 years.
You don't want to take over the world when you're in your 20s. You just want to take over the girls.
That's why I
But
said take your brain the way it is, though. Know what you know now, and realize that your youth is fleeting. Take advantage of it while you're young. You hear people say that, and you think when you're young, you're like, yeah, right, okay.
I got a really good job when I was young, and it was a mistake. I had way too much money for what I was doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like when a young, strong, fit person goes out and just gets blackout drunk all the time, they're really just it's a miracle I'm not in prison
Or dead, yeah.
or dead. Yeah, yeah. I'd fear getting in trouble more than death because you would. Who wants to be stuck in a jail?
Yeah,
Nobody.
no.
Even if you
Or
can.
it's like I say the same thing. Listen, I used to do the same thing. I used to get blackout drunk when I was young, even younger than my 20s. Okay, and drive home and never think twice about it. And now I
Yeah.
got to look back. I got to look back and say, thank God I didn't kill anybody, because
Oh yeah.
I could live with. Obviously, can't live with being dead, but it's not gonna. You know, you know what I mean,
If I was
It-
dead, I wouldn't feel guilty.
right?
Yeah.
But suppose you killed somebody's kid, or you killed somebody on their way home from work, and then you got to live with that for the rest of your life, along with going to prison. No, very lucky.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah,
ever
that's a good
spend Did you ever spend any time in jail at all? Like, even overnight or
A
anything?
weekend when I was 19, Friday night to Monday morning.
I spent one night. Oh, when you got arrested on Friday night, they can't let you out because the guy who does that is off on the weekend, the judge or whatever.
Well, actually, now that I think about it, it was Saturday night because they did have Saturday court, and
Uh huh.
they also had Sunday court, but it was so late Saturday night. It was like 4 in the morning, so it was technically Sunday morning.
oh,
So it was really only a day and a half in there.
You know what I noticed when I spent the night? I noticed that the walls were the same color as my high school, and I said, "These cheap assholes. I guess they spent the same. They used the same paint that they paint the high schools on the jails because it makes sense. It's the government."
That's exactly right. And it's probably meant to keep you calm. It's like a gray color that just makes your brain just chill out.
Yeah, and you realize you don't want to stay there. The temperature's not good. The people aren't that great. Even if you could stay celibate, like the
Well, listen,
conversations are crap.
I learned a lot in that 36 hours that taught me life lessons.
I
Yeah,
was
you're like, I
fortunate.
don't.
It was only 12 hours for me.
Mm,
You're like, I don't want to go there. It's not fun. You can't have a coffee when you want one.
no. And
Well, like,
I didn't eat anything. Like, they brought us food in the morning. I was like, yeah, they probably pissed in the coffee.
I don't know.
well, it was funny because like my buddy ended up going with me because he had a warrant out for his arrest. So it was me, my buddy, and then another guy in the cell. And the guy's like, "Oh, sorry guys, sorry guys." We're like, "What?" He's like, "Sorry, man."
Oh, you
Well,
had to
he
use the
had to.
bathroom.
Yeah. And you're in one of them tiny little ass cells with that little. It was like
Oh,
a two-man cell, and there was three of us in a two-man cell.
Oh
you
boy.
ever you ever watch the prison YouTubers?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, like who's the guy that was the diamond thief for the mob? Larry Lawson or something.
Larry Lawson, yeah.
He was talking, and there's the other one, Big Herc. I forget which one of them was talking about, but I think it was Larry, because if you didn't keep a clean sink and stuff, and you're his cellmate, like you might get bashed. Like he's talking about if you do that, you're supposed to put the towel over you before you do a deuce. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it
saying?
was.
Like you put the towel over you, and it kind of contains everything.
Keeps the smell down.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to flush pretty quick too.
It was
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
definitely an experience that
courtesy
I wouldn't
plug.
want to go through again. It kept me out of there.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Imagine like you got a celly that's like that can do like thousands of push-ups, and you're like, man, I'm gonna wake him up with this. He's gonna be angry.
Uh-oh.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Lilani said she retired at 47.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, that's real nice.
I I heard
Oh
people
no.
talking about retirement in a store, and like they're of course complaining how they'll never be able to retire, but they're already like very old. And I thought it was interesting how everybody thinks retirement is like a time when really it's a number. You
Yeah.
need money. You need money.
Yeah,
And you
man.
can, if you have enough, you don't have to do anything. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm going to beat the game, but I'm just saying I guess I'm around a lot of people that don't think.
Well, me too. Don't worry. You're not the only one. Mr. Happy
Yeah.
Sacrifice, the Generation X had no internet to embarrass you or cell phone cameras to catch you fucking up all the time. It was great. Yeah, I can imagine if I were to have a cell phone camera when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to get blackout drunk and have like 4K videos of your bad behavior all over the internet. It would be like
I did.
traumatizing.
I had a
Right.
camcorder, and one of my buddies was passed out drunk the one time, and we were messing with him. But I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. That would have been weird, crazy.
Yeah, but you see, there's some like old pictures on the internet, like some dude at a keg party, laying there in his jeans, and he like shit his pants. And you can see
Yeah.
he's laying on the grass with empty keg behind him, and there's a big shit stain on the back of his jeans.
You know, I think the new thing is when the AI deepfakes get so good, you'll be able to do anything again at night because even if you don't do anything, there's going to be videos of you doing stuff because everybody's going to make deepfakes. So
Right.
if there is a real video of you, you can be like, that's just a deepfake.
That's AI. That's not me.
Yeah, so that's maybe people will be allowed to be a little bit savage again. I kind of feel bad for the kids about that, but at least they have those dating apps. That's kind of cool. We didn't have that. You had to actually
Yeah.
in the for our generation, or if you're X or whatever, you had to be a stalker to find people that you were going to hang out with. You're like, I know they like to eat tacos, so I'm going to go see if their cars are outside the Taco Bell. Oh, maybe I'll go to the mall and stand in the middle areas, and they'll walk by. You
Yeah, but
know?
you had to have like a personality of a salesperson too. You had to be able to cold call chicks in a bar, you
Oh
know?
yeah, and you're always sizing up friends. You're like, okay, well, somebody's like, hey, do you want to go here with me? Like, I'd like to go there with you, but I need to stay home in case someone better than you calls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
everybody kind of gathers intel, like what's going on tonight. No, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. Those people are a little too savage. Those people aren't savage enough. Somebody's got a car, somebody's got the girls, somebody's got some cash, and then you go through life and you eventually get rid of as many of those people as you can and do it all on your own.
It's 100% correct.
Do you
But
still keep in contact with anybody that you went to high school with?
yeah, I got a friend that I actually have a friend that backed me up in a fight, and people like that you don't get rid of.
Yeah.
I text him on his birthday. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we fought big people, and we just bought those like stun guns. They're like $20, put a 9-volt battery in it. We ended up having to shatter them over the people. But I remember when I had a guy that was like a foot taller than me in front of a gym. I jammed it in his chest. Right, he pushed me once, and I was like, "Is that enough?" I was like, "Is that it?" And he goes to push me again. I clicked that thing out, started shocking him. It was like sunset. I remember as he backed up, it exposed that lightning. He had like the look like Luke Skywalker when the Emperor was shocking him, the terrified look, flickering like a strobe light. And then he smacked my hand down. I shattered it over his head. And he had a
Thousand
friend
Air is
behind.
coming out right now.
Oh, I'm nowhere near this good now, man. I couldn't chase you down the block.
Oh man.
But he had a friend with him that hit me with a skateboard. My buddy was out of the car so fast, like a blur. And that gets you a text on your birthday. I don't care if we don't got anything in common or not. So I don't have a whole lot of friends that I keep in touch with. And my other friend was he was more of a thinker than a thug. And he's doing very well. He's doing so well. I probably shouldn't even mention much about it because probably aren't many people doing that well. Um, his income's gotten extremely high. We're talking
That's the
like,
one with the watch you were showing off that in the one
oh,
video.
yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
I'm sitting there playing what is it? Nintendo Switch Mario Kart. He's got like this watch on. It's pretty cool. I'm happy about it. It's great because he wasn't in a place like that like maybe 8 9 years ago. You know, and then when all of a sudden you hear him he bought a roof for his parents' house and stuff like that. I mean, there really are ways you can make some money, and if you're smart about it and disciplined about it. I mean, he told me he gives me list books to read I have to learn how to do options and stuff like that. And I haven't fully devoted myself to it. I'm pretty comfortable,
Mm,
but I can see if you have enough capital to work with, and you really do the research on your move, and you know how to analyze everything. And I mean, you even hear like what Warren Buffett say this too. Everybody talks about diversification. That's how you keep your wealth. But when you're going hunting, you concentrate your fire. Warren Buffett even said you put all your eggs in one basket and you carefully watch that basket.
right.
But
Well,
once you score,
Warren Buffett didn't become a billionaire until he was 50.
oh yeah, yeah. I'm not talking about like everything Warren Buffett. I'm just saying that one saying.
Yeah.
Um, Oh, and I don't expect to quickly go out and replicate what my friend's doing, but he wasn't just lucky. He's doing the same things every year. So unless he was extremely lucky just once and it was an extreme amount of money, um, we're talking about vacations over $100,000, like consistently each year
Mm,
for
Nice.
for the past 3 years. So so he's definitely doing something right, and it's consistent. It's not like one-time luck.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
he's worth listening to, and I pay close attention to him, and I try not to be a drain because I mean, he's imagine when you have that level of success and stuff, you become alienated even with those that are close to you. I would imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Everybody's like, "What should I do? What should I do? What should I do?"
Yeah,
Richard
and
Mazer,
and
Yeah,
thank
but
you for stopping in,
even
brother.
worse,
Appreciate
everybody's like, "Can I borrow some money?"
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and people don't always listen to reason. I mean, this. I mean, you stackers. How many people listen to reason?
Yeah.
Yeah. None.
Yeah, I mean,
Good night, Richard.
somebody sees a jacked person, they're like, "How do I do it? How do I do it?" They're like, "Oh, okay, well, don't eat all this and make sure you do lift these weights." And they're like, "You know what? I want to do that, but I don't want to do that." Be like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you."
Yeah, you got to put the work in. It ain't gonna happen by itself.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
wants the easy way.
But it is possible with this technology that we have. Like you can read, you can learn things, and I believe that you really can do something substantial if you really try. Even if you do it slowly, like that Warren Buffett route, just slowly growing, and you have good years. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
There's
it's
a lot of
complete.
knowledge out there to be had for sure, and it's at all of our fingertips for the most part.
And you probably can't just say to the masses all the time, everybody can do this if they just learn to trade options. A lot of people will take what you told them and they'll destroy themselves with it
It's
because
options are
yeah,
gambling. Options are risky, that's for sure.
Very. Yep. Yep.
but
All right, guys. I
you
mean,
can make
it's like
educated
we're
guess.
3.5 hours into this. I don't know if you guys want to keep going, but I got to get to bed. It's 12:30 on the East Coast, and I actually have to go to work.
No, I probably shouldn't stay up this late anyway. And I'm actually 3 hours earlier than you, and I still don't like it.
Yeah.
Murder
Oh,
She
you're on
Wrote
the
is
West
coming
Coast?
on. No, I'm on the East Coast. Oh, I'm saying, oh yeah, okay. You're not 3 hours away. Vegas
Yeah,
stuck are
I'm
four
on the
hours
Yeah.
away.
same time
Yeah.
as you.
But he works at night or something, so he's has a screwy sleep schedule, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
he's
do.
Not
he's off tonight though.
I don't
not in
sleep.
sync, not in sync with the circadian rhythm.
I
That's
don't
it.
sleep. Thank you everybody for being here. Greatly appreciate it. If you are still here, FG Stacker, Silver Serpent, Garrett Christensen, Tony Begg, Richard Mazer went to bed. Leilani, the retired young, Mr. Happy Stacker 69, and if anybody else is in there that I am missing,
Of
B
course,
Taylor, if you're still out there,
Dub C, Thousand
Dub
Air. Thank
C,
you for coming on.
Oh
yes,
yeah, no
thank you,
doubt.
thank you.
And Vegas, thanks for having me on.
It was your hosting, so thank you for having me on this week. Greatly appreciate it. Thousandaire, I'll keep an eye out to see if you do go live Wednesday night. If you do, I will definitely stop in if I am available and chat it up.
Hey, Wednesday night is going to be that auction for
Oh
St.
yeah,
Jude, so it might be a bad
That's
night.
that's something I want to try to. I don't want to step on anybody's time slots that I like. So I'm gonna try to
Yeah,
figure out a time when I'll do something live. It might even end up being mornings because kind of deadheaded at night. I was
yeah,
telling people I'm shattering stun guns over heads and stuff when I'm a kid. You know.
Oh, yeah, if
I
you
hear
go
you.
live Wednesday morning or something, I'll stop in the chat and I'll chat it up. I'll be in the chat keeping the chat flowing for you.
Cool. And I never got caught for that, so don't go looking for the police records. It won't help.
Nah, statute of limitations is up on that. Nobody died. You're good.
Oh no, I'm just saying looking at public records, that's all.
Oh,
And we
No
got out of
tracking them
there.
down.
we got you identified. It's Wilbur Johnson.
That's it. How did you do
Wilbur.
it? Wilbur.
Thanks, guys.
Like
We'll
the,
see you Saturday. We'll have If You Know, You Know. We'll be on Saturday morning. So
Yeah, man. That's
until
going
then,
to be a
enjoy
good
your week.
show.
yeah, I'll
You
probably
got to
listen
get
to
your
it.
Vegas. You got to get your Poucho before that.
I told you I'm getting a cat. It's gonna eat all the pouchos.
I'm getting a Hello Kitty.
You're gonna get the little Hello Kitty backpack voucher.
Hello Kitty, and I'm going to put fractional grams of silver in it. I'm going to paint them pink.
Pink fractional silver.
Pink grams.
All right, thanks,
All
guys.
right,
See you on
guys.
Saturday.
Good night.